the music down real quick. Can I get a mic check? 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, mic check. Hello, Lover Gang. Sorry, I'm still messing with the music. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let me make sure I get all of you, my lovely Lover Gang. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Shout out to the big brother Keels. Welcome, welcome. Salute to the platform. Hello to the beautiful Mind Chaos Brew, aka RogueC, Raw B. Thank you so much for joining us today, my love. Thank you so much for joining us, sis. Oh, we got Shiesty Ashton. Hello. Shout out to the Shiesty Avengers. Shout out to Ashton. Hello, big brother Ashton. What's up? What's up? Hello, my beautiful sister, Michelle. Michelle, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. I've missed you all so much. I'm so happy to see y'all. Definitely love to you as well. Thank you so much for so much love for everybody. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Just it's actually really one of my favorite songs my grandmother has produced. This is my grandmother Margie Joseph's song. It is a original remix. So, shout out to all the talent in the space. Shout out to DJ Witch Doctor for that remix. I'm always going to make sure to shout him out. It's such a good update to such a beautiful song from her. It is one of my favorite songs. It's pretty much just about, what happens when love is lost and, how you can be waiting for somebody and, the love might not ever be reciprocated, but how do you persevere? How do you move on? So it's such a beautiful song that it's one of my favorite my grandmother has made. Shout out to Lover Gang Rue. Rue, the avatar looks amazing. Shout out to the new avatar. It looks so good. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. Welcome in, feel good. If you have not already, y'all, go ahead and make sure to hit the like. Make sure if you have not already subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. We are still building Lover Gang as we speak. And again, make sure to share this out because I'm sure everyone can kind of relate to this. Nowadays, it seems like a lot of things when it comes down to protocol, when it seems to, come down to relationships and the whole idea of protection and providing, we don't talk enough about the actual protocol that goes with it. We don't talk about what a woman's job, what a person, a family's job is. And instead of always trying to understand what the man should be doing, we also need to go ahead and flip that mirror on ourselves. And I want to talk about, the cat's out the bag. Shout out to Rue. I definitely appreciate you. Love you so much. The cat's out the bag. Yes. RogueC is in a relationship with Rue Demp Rue. RogueC up, however you might know him. Yes, me and Rue are together. So with that being said, right, we do have a lot of, situations of he said, she said, conversations going back and forth about the relationship and what they believe and how, you shouldn't be with her, you shouldn't be with him, y'all, da-da-da-da. Cool. When you are finding yourself in a situation where people don't necessarily understand your relationship, even if you want to believe that your relationship might not be under attack per se, it is still something that is definitely under a microscope the moment you actually, come out public. And even to be, real with it, we were necessarily outed. It wasn't something that we decided just to share with the space. So today's show, we are going to be reviewing my previous Lover Girl Confessions, the video, the most interesting thing about a woman is between her legs. And we're going to review the part where, shout out to the Untouchables, shout out to Ilkhan Ali. Rue and Ilkhan Ali had a slight little back and forth as far as exchanging words. And it is going to go back to the idea of protocol. And I will even say where I messed up as his woman, as the host of this show. So again, there is a lot of accountability that I am even willing to take, but we are going to kind of just look into this whole situation because it is a matter of when you do have a man who is going to protect, who is going to provide, do you have the right to undermine him? Do people have the right to try to dissect every little thing that you do to think of what reasons that they could come up with to think that you are not going with your man? Because at the end of the day, with your man being your biggest supporter, being your biggest cheerleader, being the person that has your back no matter what, good, bad, right, or wrong, you do have to understand that you do have a due diligence and responsibility to that man, especially as his woman. And again, as somebody who is riding with you through thick and thin, because people come and go, friends come and go. But if it comes down to a real steady and sturdy relationship, you are supposed to make sure that you have his back just as much as he has yours. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I do want to apologize to Rue because I got what people were trying to say and how, even though we know the situation, how they wanted to try to pick and choose what they would think that RogueC was thinking, right? And, shout out to Team Fatty because we did go on his show yesterday and we did rock out to go ahead and talk about the situation overall of what happened between Rue and Ali. So I'm going to go ahead and share the video real quick so we can kind of get an idea. And then I'm going to go ahead and talk to you all about, in between what happened. 1 second. And shout out to everybody in Lever Gang who was on the panel as well. Let's do this. Do I have to fair use my own video? I doubt it, but fair use.
Because the way that you worded it, you say, yeah, a lot of these men be with that woman or whatever, but the fun girl really should have been his wife. So it just sounded like you were pushing like side chick behavior. I could be wrong.
Not at all. Not at all. Okay. I'm saying before this man has ever gotten married, I'm saying the same way, like I said, how these men will say that women will overlook, and I'm going to let Ali, because I can see it in his face. I'm going to let Ali handle this because Ali is the one who actually got me on that talking point about how men in their 20s, a lot of women are overlooking these men who would have already been their husband in that case because they. So let me go ahead and just start off with letting it be known that when it came down to, shout out again to everyone that comes through the Lover Gang. I appreciate y'all so much. But when it comes down to having working relationships with people, there is this idea of a certain protocol or a certain standard of how we do things, right? Whenever I am honored to go ahead and be over there at Team Fatties, the Untouchables to do the ladies first, I did an amazing debate over there. Shout out to Melanin Legacy. And even the super panels, those were so much fun. These are things that I enjoy doing. And I'm honored the fact that I get to showcase my talent and that Fatty is allowing me to have a platform to do so. But it is a matter of, I do have to go ahead and let it be known. I've always been under the assumption of protocol with people. I was always raised to do so. And, with that being said, I had the assumption that other people would also do the same thing that I was brought up to being, or I was accustomed to doing, right? So with that being said, whenever Fatty would hit me up, hey, Rogue, I want you on Ladies First. Cool, I'm available. Or, hey, I can't do it this weekend, but I can most definitely do it the next one. Hey, Rogue, if you're available, can you go ahead and do the super panel? Of course. Hey, Rogue, I want to go ahead and do a debate with you. Cool, thank you, Fatty. I'm down. Hey, Rogue, I want you to come on and do this show so we can do, explain this, XYZ. Anytime, and it doesn't just go to Team Fatty, right? It goes to any place that is not Lover Girl Confessions, where you see me on a platform that I am not the type of person to put myself on to people, right? I would never want someone to just keep hitting me up. Hey, Rogue, can I be on your show? Hey, Rogue, hey, Rogue. I don't think that's professional, nor do I think it's fair to a content creator. So I do want to stress the fact that anytime you see me on someone else's platform, it is because I was formally invited. Now, with that said, with the work relationship that I do end up having with most of the people that I work with, it is a matter of, I'm going to make sure that when I come around you, I know your rules and regulations. I know what I can and cannot do. I know what I can and cannot say. And there's even a certain standard that I want to hold myself up to because I know it's not my house. So imagine you're working with your coworker, right? And then the next thing you know, your coworker is just popping up at your house. They got their shoes kicked off. They got their feet stretched on your couch. And, they're in your spot, whatever. And you could be fine with it because you might be hospitable. But it is still a little bit of an invasive situation because usually if you have guests over, right, you do want them to at least announce themselves. And, shout out to Rue. If Rue is okay with us reviewing part of his video as well, I did make a point about how, a lot of times people would want to know you have a dog in your house, right? They would love to see a beware of dog sign. But it is a matter of, if you were coming into that home unannounced, uninvited, do people even get the chance to even really tell you that, hey, I got a dog, I need to put my dog up, or hey, let me introduce you. Let me let you know what's going on. And not to compare my boyfriend to a dog, but it is a matter of, you don't know who is going to be behind a woman at all times. You don't know who is going to be in range to protect a woman at all times, especially because in a lot of cases, most people don't like to put their business out there like that because we know how people on the internet do. So it was a matter of, when did I really get the chance that wasn't during my show, that wasn't in front of my live audience, where I could have gotten to let Ali know, like, hey, there is somebody here. This is our protocol of how we run the show. He is not just, a producer or co-host. Again, if it was to come down to it, because Fatty did make a point of, why didn't you just let it be known that this is your man, that this is your beau? And it was a matter of, I assumed that if I just said, hey, he is a co-host, hey, he is an important figure in this show, that would be enough. And I'll go into reasons why I assumed that. But it is a matter of, in the midst of the show, I did have 3 gentlemen. Again, shout out to Tommy. Tommy was one of them, Ali, and Fatty. Fatty told me he shared out the live. And again, I always appreciate any support and love that I can get. In the midst of the live going on, I am seeing Tommy in the chat. I am seeing Fatty in the chat. And I'm still trying to keep the show going. And then, yes, Ali is also in the chat. And he is also reaching out to me via Instagram, like, hey, are you going to drop the link? Hey, can I simulcast? Hey, can I come through? Now, again, it's in the midst of the show. That was the first time that, shout out to Ali, because Ali did not violate in any way, but that was the first time he hit me up. And it was, again, during the show. So it was a matter of, I was trying to go ahead and get the goal to open up the show. And, even when it comes down to the idea of simulcasting, shout out to the big content creators, because I know that they are looking at it to go ahead and get you exposed. But it is also, I was trying to get a goal out before I opened the link, before anyone could simulcast, because we do know with the bigger content creators, a lot of times people will go over to their show to watch the same show. And when you are a smaller or growing content creator, it does hurt a little more than it does help. But again, if compensation is there in any kind of way, if reciprocity is there in any kind of way, then yeah, we can. So let me go ahead and continue playing a little bit more. Let's go ahead and get to the part where, things happen, because I want to show, when we are over there at the Untouchables, yes, Ali and I do have our back and forth. And yes, we do usually have communication, but the whole issue was, this is not the Untouchables home. This is Lover Girl Confessions home. And also inside of this home, there is a man of the house. They wanted to have a good time. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is not promoting side chick behavior. I'm saying before this man ever got married, the girl that he was kicking it with, I'm so sorry, y'all. I got into it. Welcome in, Pixel Fang. Hello, hello. Let's see. Did I get everybody? I've arrived. Listen, they say that. Welcome in, B Sneezy. Welcome in, Yoli. Thank you so much, so much. I appreciate y'all for coming through. I just want to make sure I said hi to everybody before we get into it, so please forgive me, y'all. Let's see. I am young in this space. I'm a new content creator. And again, it is a little different when you also have not only your content that is being under a microscope, your looks under a microscope, who you talk to, your past is under a microscope. Every part of you is under a microscope. And I don't care how much you try to warn people, until that actually happens to you, it is such a jolting and it is such a unfamiliar kind of situation to just go into head first. So I appreciate you for saying that, bro. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining, Captain Caveman. Let's see. And see, yes. And, we'll talk about the whole situation a little later once we actually kind of get through here. Because, shout out to Tommy. Yes, goals are important because we are working. Content is a thing. The AI that is used, all the stuff that is used to kind of make the show a little more entertaining is costly, and you do want to get paid for what you work for, hobby or not. If it's something that you are putting your time and effort into, you do want to go ahead and see something in return about it. But yeah, we'll definitely talk about that a little later. Hold on. Just because of what her reputation might have been, or even what he might have perceived it to be, just because she was a fun girl in his brain, but you liked everything about this girl and her character, you just didn't like whatever her reputation was. That was your wife. Go ahead, Ali.
Hold on. I think you flipped that. I said the woman.
Go ahead.
So the younger woman passed up her husband. We didn't say we passed up our wives. Y'all don't even see us as adequate enough for you, but the younger woman passed up her husband numerous times. That's why a lot of women want to get married at 29 once they pass up their youth.
So I'm going to go ahead and let, because we were all there for the most part. So The issue that I had with this is a matter of, yes, I told Ali to go ahead and have the go ahead. Whenever I would go to Team Fatty, usually, the shows will run slightly later than usual, right? And a lot of times it's because we are waiting for people to come through. We're waiting. I've been late before. A lot of people have been having technical issues. So Fatty is aware of all these things. So shout out to him. It kind of gives us time to kind of get to know each other. So we're all in the backstage of the StreamYard. And at that time, usually it's enough time to kind of chop it up with people. Hey, how are you doing? Hi, my name is RogueC. I'm the host of Lover Girl Confessions. Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm on TikTok. Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I host this show. So usually when you kind of have those engagements with people, that is why the show can kind of just go on and popping the way it does, right? Because at that point, we've already done our niceties. We've already introduced ourselves. All right, it's showtime. Let's get it. And I think that is where the confusion is, because in most cases, Ali has not been at my channel before. He is relatively new to my channel. Yes, we know Ali on his channel. Yes, we know Ali as the Untouchables. We know him in other places of the space. But the fact that when you do come to a new channel, I would think it is protocol and it is procedure to go ahead and be like, hey, my name is Ali. I'm such and such. How are you all today? Hello, Mo Love, who was on the panel at the time. Hello, Willing to Win. And hello, Rue, who, I've never gotten to meet a lot of y'all before. But, this is who I am. Let's go ahead and chop it up. And then you go into your talking point. Now, I know in the midst of the show, we were having a good time. We were talking, about some sexual stuff, right? It was a fun show. So the excitement was there. And I know how people get when they want to go ahead and have conversations. It is just a matter of what I assumed. And that is where a lot of the issues would come out the way that they have. Because as a person, I should know better than to just assume that other people would move like me. So that is where my accountability is. And it is a matter of, in most cases, when you come to somebody's house, you say hello and you speak to everyone. I've thought the same way that my grandmama and my mama raised me to do so. I thought other people would do so. And I know here online, a lot of people, including the Untouchables, do get attacked by people. So I think it is a matter of just making sure, like, hey, I want to make sure that this is a safe place. So even when hitting me up, behind the scenes on Instagram or in Discord or anything like that during the show was a little inappropriate, because I really could not maneuver the way that I would have had if, shout out to them, these coworkers, these men that I work with would have come through and be like, hey, Rogue, next time you go live, because I get it. I don't have the most organized schedule yet for my lives. But hey, Rogue, next time you go live, we kind of want to pop through. We want to chop it up with you. We want to support you. And we kind of want to help get you out there. Is that cool? That would have given me time to not only, because again, Rue is my man. So anytime that somebody invites me, Rue knows about it. So if I would have been like, hey, Rue, so-and-so wants to come through, they want to go ahead and chop it up since they haven't been here before. Is it cool? Let me know what you want me. Even if I didn't know to say, hey, this is my boyfriend and he's also the co-host at time to time and he will be here. Even for him to even just let me know, like, hey, go ahead and let them know, like, these are the rules and regulations, as a man usually would do, right? And even, I'm putting a lot of onus and a lot of responsibility on Rue. Y'all know Tay-Tay is also like my secondary co-host. Y'all know Willing to Win. Shout out to Willing to Win whenever he comes in. Willing to Win is also like the bodyguard. I told y'all, he's the muscle. So it is the fact that, all jokes aside, I do believe that a lot of people do have certain roles that they kind of just fit into when it came down to this space. Let's see. Some new people came in. Welcome in, Lady Quantum. I hope you're having an amazing break. Thank you so much for joining us, my love. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, Level Up DJ. It's not about telling people what to do. I'm just explaining where my brain was in the situation and how, unfortunately, I realized that not everybody thinks that way. But usually when you do come into somebody's house, you do introduce yourself to everyone who's home. Welcome in, El Boogie, my love. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do as Kill say, and yes, get the likes up. Welcome in, Kenny Alpha. Let's see. I'm listen, I'll do a show about the whole feminist thing. I don't want to get too off track. Shout out to feminism for the accomplishments that it has. I think somewhere the plot was lost, and we can have a conversation about that another day. Let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone because I appreciate all who has come in. I appreciate y'all. Make sure to hit the like. Welcome in, Danny. Nice to meet you. Let's see. I don't know what that means, but okay. Welcome in, Smitty. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I hope you and your family are doing well as well. Welcome in, Feelings Hurt. Let's see. So, Kenny Alpha, I'm happy you actually asked that question. Intentionally? No. There was no intentional disrespect, right? But it is a matter of, even if your intentions are pure, there can be times where you might rub something the wrong way. And that's why I'm also prefacing this with my assumptions. My assumptions is if I'm new to a space, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I introduce myself. Hello, my name is RogueC, and I da-da-da-da. Hello to such and such. Hello to such and such, right? That way, not only am I just being respectful to the person that I'm actually coming to see, I am also joining that same respect to the people around us. So let me go ahead and continue.
Or once they've done everything they could, or every man that they could. So no.
29 is passing up your youth?
Oh, when you get to 30, in woman time, you get older. You when you get to 30, it's a wrap, Rose. See, you're not a young woman anymore. I'm not saying you're not. I'm sorry. Yeah. Them dog years for women when you get up to 30.
I feel young and vibrant. Am I not young and vibrant?
Hold on, so I'm confused about that. I'm confused about that, right? I thought this based on a woman's youth was based on how she could still have the ability to have babies, man. So when did this 30? Who the hell told people 30 was old for women?
Right.
RogueC, you're just a wild girl.
No, hold on for a second. I want to know that. I've been hearing guys talk this shit on YouTube for the longest, man. Who in the fuck told? My bad, excuse me.
Ru, you still owe me that $5, by the way.
Bad. I got a swear jar. How much owe you?
$5.
I got you. Who in the hell told people that women, when they hit 30, that they're old?
Nature told us that. We see it in nature. Yes. So once they hit. So you ask the question.
Hold on.
China, feel free to come up too, please.
You're saying based on nature, right? I want to make sure I got it right? So if a woman can still have quote unquote babies up into her 50s, so what does that say at that point? You're talking about nature.
No. So you're trying to use the fact that women can still have babies, right? We talk about getting up to geriatric pregnancy, which is 35, right? I think it starts having geriatric.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about it real quick. This is where I also I'm going to go ahead and just, like I said, take the accountability. This is also where RogueC as the host should have also, there were moments where I as the host should have been like, hey, gentlemen, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Me not thinking about it at the time because, usually when we have the panels can kind of just go with the flow of the conversation. Me not thinking about how not only not to make the conversation veer off, because we all know Ru is really good to make sure that the conversation either continues when we're getting into a dry spot or to make sure that the conversation does not go somewhere else that we're not wanting it to go to. Now, I could have, without, like I said, the fact that I had assumed that, okay, everybody else was going to introduce themselves or do things that I would have done, Ru and Ali's exchange already started on a point of contingency, not because of any prior disrespect or anything, but because we already know how we don't like certain talking points in this space. Now, what I could have done as the host, I could have gone ahead and be like, you know what, gentlemen, let me make sure that you guys are aware of who each other is. Ru does not believe in the same talking points that we have heard in the manosphere. So I will go ahead and take the accountability on that. And I do apologize again, Ru. Go ahead and do this.
Pregnancy around 35.
Which is actually not true. Scientifically speaking, I do want to point that out. Scientifically speaking, if a woman is naturally healthy, it is not a geriatric pregnancy. We just deem that it's because, and we'll do a show about this later because, like I said, on Fatty Show, new scientific discoveries is being developed. So, they are kind of just realizing that older science does need a more modern take to it. I'm just saying, well, Ali is also my show, but I'm just saying that is also not necessarily true because shout out to the daughters of Sarah and Sarah because who'll be popping out these babies up until they can't pop out no babies no more. Now with me, I usually use comedy to kind of, or the idea of comedy to kind of, make tensions a little less. Now, there are times where it is inappropriate, and there are times where, okay, I kind of do need to fall back on it and kind of get a handle of things. Continue, gentlemen.
So it's typically when a woman gets in her 30s, she's losing her youth. It's typically when she starts aging, her body changes, it's not looking the same way. And it's experience, it's nature, it's what we encounter. It's not something we just want to make up. It's what actually happens. Versus the man, when he gets older, he's getting into his prime. Women want him more. He's becoming more established. His value goes up and her value goes down. It's nothing that we can't control. So Father Time is hard on women, but it's easy on men. But Mother Nature is easy on women and it's hard on men.
Mother Nature is easier on us.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, y'all are gold.
Hold on. So wait,
sir.
Basically what I know.
So usually, and we know Rue, right? Rue doesn't really speak up too much unless it is something that actually really needs to be said. I was caught up in the conversation again, using comedy inappropriately to, talk about the fact that, Mother Nature is not kind of woman, the fact that we do have monthly cycles. Now, with that being said, I was not really aware of the protection matter of what Rue was actually trying to show at this point, because it's already bad enough that people are trying to throw this label on Rue for some reason, besides the fact of he is trying to make sure that the conversation is regulated. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? But it is a matter of where I had my part to play, where, yes, knowing what he does and knowing how he doesn't really input too much, it was a matter of making sure that I let whatever needed to be said at the time be said. It was not time for me to make a comic relief type of joke. One second, Rue.
What's up?
Mother Nature is not easier on us. As a woman who is still very fertile, I promise you, Mother Nature is not easier on us.
No. Hey,
this last week, Mother Nature didn't have no forgiveness or no sympathy for me.
You talk about a period. See how you like love a girl.
Which means that I'm still very youthful.
Do you think you look better or know you look better at 25 or 30? What do you think?
Oh, no, I look terrible. At 25, I was 30, 40 pounds overweight.
Youth-wise, if you were
I
still,
look younger now.
If you're in shape, so I'm not even going to ask question no more because it's always in bad faith. A 25-year-old woman.
You're still young, RogueC.
I'm still the 25-year-old woman. Y'all go, so everybody, okay, this is the type of show we're going to have.
Okay, so that is kind of where the friction most definitely started to get a little more escalated the moment you say, okay, so this is the type of show that we have. Because it is a matter of, gentlemen, I can't lie to you. If there is a man in the presence of the vicinity, that's always usually here, especially because earlier in the show, for those who remember, there was already an exchange with Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy Sotomayor came through, and I'm not too familiar because I was still in the midst of the show. And I was in my monologue, but I remember that there was a back and forth in the chat. And Rue had pretty much told Tommy, listen, if it's going to be an issue, we can go ahead and give you your money back. So for those who might not remember, Tommy ended up donating to the show. Amongst that donation, he also gave his phone number in a matter of, okay, we can work together, chop it up, whatever. Now, of course, when that donation was given, I made sure to tell Rue. So Rue was very much aware of the donation that Tommy had given. Now, this is not to judge anyone's reputation because we already know how this space moves along. But at the time, it was seeming that, Tommy wasn't happy at the time that I had not come to the show or I had not reached out to work with him. And it wasn't a slight against him. It was just, again, there is something about just making sure that I am formally invited to places, because I never wanted to be seen that I'm trying to put myself onto people. And again, I'm also thinking, in the name of supporting what I'm building over here, that there are no strings attached to the donations that I am getting. Now, with that being said, Rue, understanding whatever was happening in the chat, did pretty much tell Tommy, yo, if you want your money back, you can have it. So I'm assuming at this point, and again, it's all of my assumptions, which is why I'm going to go ahead and take accountability about the way that things played out. I'm assuming that when people are seeing Rue coming up before the link is dropped, before anything else is dropped, that there is something a little more like, oh, okay, this person kind of has a little more pull than just the average viewer or the average mod, right? So with that being said, without thinking that I should have continued to further out my situation with him, I'm just thinking, okay, people are seeing these things and they can kind of read the room, read between the lines and all that kind of stuff, right? And I didn't get to say hi to everybody. Sorry about this, y'all. Welcome in, Robin. Great to see you, my love. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all, if you have not subscribed, please make sure that you are subscribed. I would greatly appreciate you. Let's see. Danny has said something. You said something about expectations that I wanted. Let's see. Expectations of others will leave you expecting more. I get that, and I am learning that as, time goes by. Let's see. The hardest part about watching new podcasters is watching them live through body language. I mean, that's fair if you feel like that's happening. Let's see. I want to make sure I said hi to everyone. Welcome in the Luxury Bucket List. Thank you so much for joining us again. Let's see. Welcome in, Exobria. Thank you so much for your comment. Let's see. Usually women say ish like their old man repeated because they are forbidden to even ask. Lady Quantum, I promise you. Trigger statements for clout is childish. Okay, let's see. Welcome in, Leo Anthony. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in, Tony Golden. Again, y'all can say he could have introduced himself. Again, usually when you come into someone else's home, you introduce yourself to the people that you're coming into the home of, right? But I understand not everybody is, brought up the same way. So I understand where things can be a little different. Welcome in, Ria. Thank you, bro, for joining us. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see. Just want to make sure I got everybody. Hold on, y'all. Forgive me. I did also pin the Cash App. Please feel free if you are in a place of being able to donate. That would be great. He's tagged in the description, but feel free if you want to share out the post. Welcome in, Mahogany. Hello, my love. And see, Robin, that was kind of the issue at first anyways, because the talking points were already kind of played out, irritating, and everything else. Like I said, El Boogie, we'll probably have that conversation another day because we do need to, have these conversations. And I'm more than happy to have them. Did I get everyone? Welcome in 2518, Josh. Let's see. That is fine, Josh. It's not for you, so you don't have to really worry about it, right? Let's see. And see, that's the whole situation that it was, Robin. Welcome in, Keon. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. I just want to make sure I get everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all be typing in here. All right. Welcome in, Sheila. Thank you so much. Shout out to Sheila E. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all, I'm not trying to diss anyone. I think I'm all caught up. Okay. So let me go ahead and get to this part so I can explain where some of the confusion was for me as well.
Hold on.
Just my bad, Ali. Just my bad, Ali. I cut you off too, though. Why? Talking. I'm gonna tell you, when you talking.
No. Time out. When I'm talking, man, you shut the fuck up. Hold up.
Okay. No,
right there.
So I should have gone ahead and gotten into this sooner. Again, usually when the men are kind of having their back and forth on the panel, usually they kind of work themselves out. I should have went ahead and got involved. At the time, I was talking to my little one, and then when I came back, it was kind of at this point already hell had broken loose. And instead of doing my job as a host, I did just try to see, okay, can the men kind of just work this out because they're men? And I'm not going to lie, in most case scenarios, we do know that this is a very male dominant space. So I'm assuming and again, here's that word again, I'm going to keep making sure that I stress that I am not right for assuming anything. But assuming that when men know that another man is kind of standing, 10 toes down in a situation, that they kind of know, okay, this woman who I usually see by herself is really not by herself, right? But that was my ill knowledge about how social cues work, especially when we're online.
So I'm gonna get back to you.
Hey, bro,
what you're saying.
So I was talking, bro. See, when you on the show,
so based on Ali.
Hold on.
No, Ali. I'm talking to the moderator.
All right.
Hold on, gentlemen. One, Rue is technically a co-host, so hold on.
So the co-host, okay, that's it. So
all right, so when I tell you,
okay. So the issue that I had with the whole situation of when I introduced Rue as a co-host, because again, it really wasn't anyone's business to know that Rue is my man. And it is kind of, invasive when everybody wants to know, well, why didn't you introduce him as your man? Because that's not what the show is about. And again, the space had outed us. We hadn't really been to the position where we're just like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just tell the world what we are. And it wasn't out of shame. It's, again, knowing how the space moves, especially the space that we're in. But with that being said, there have been times, right? Shout out to the ladies' first panel. Shout out to Melanin Legacy. Melanin Legacy is very much known as the co-host. When I first got over there, I did not know that Melanin was technically the co-host, right? I assumed, because it was my first time at Lady First, that we were all just the women of the show and that the show was still Fatty and Ali's. So there were times in my first couple of times my first time going there, that Melanin and I had nothing crazy, just little moments. And it was told to me, oh no, Melanin is the co-host. Cool. Okay. I understand now. So when Melanin is talking, I shut up. When Melanin is talking, there's no need to go back and forth. Now, if we're just having a regular back and forth conversation for the sake of the show, absolutely. But outside of that, Melanin is the co-host. So what she says goes, because she is the runner of the show, which is why, in the same assumption that I believed, once I acknowledged that Rue is the co-host, that would be enough. Especially because, again, prior to the conversation with the whole situation with Tommy and giving his money back, we had already established that Rue was not just a mod. Rue was not just anybody. He is, de facto owner of the show. Because, yes, Rue has supported me through the show. Rue supports me with my content creation overall. He gives me back and forth. He gives me additional information that I can go and look into. And we have a lot of just overall conversations about what we're doing and how to do this. Rue has been a veteran in this space much longer than I have ever been here. So he is very much aware of how things should go and how to do proper protocol and how to really properly present myself. So I appreciate everything that he gives and every advice that he gives me. And the fact that he is protective in the manner of, when it comes down to your show, not only are you going to protect it because this is your show, but I got your back. And I'm not understanding what the issue is, because is that not what a man is supposed to do? Is that not what a man is supposed to be as a protector, right? So I understand where I did not play it correctly all the way. But again, as a man, as my man, his only interest at heart is to make sure that the show that I'm creating is seen the way that it needs to be seen, and it is not derailed in any kind of way. And again, I can't fault him for that, which is why the show today is about not undermining your protection.
You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
Whoa,
Listen what I'm saying, though. I don't need nobody interrupting me right now.
Hey, look, I try to come support your show.
Let's keep it respectful, though. I don't need nobody thinking that they're going to come up here and run the conversation. I would give it back to you.
Ali, hold on. So it's a matter of, at that point, instead of de-escalating it, it is a little bit of a shaming situation, because you are trying to say that you're trying to support the show. You were coming here to support the show. And it's a matter of, you are very much appreciated for coming through and approach, trying to support and just come through. And you're more than welcome. He is still to this day more than welcome to come through. It's just a matter of that there are protocols in this show. This is not the Untouchables, and that there are protocols here. And there is somebody above the rest of everyone else. And again, it's a little frustrating, because the talking point of the space is women don't listen. Women don't follow the lead of a man. Women don't when it comes down to men. And if at this space there is a woman here who is following the lead of her man, what are you expecting her to do? Yes, sir.
Okay, man, music kind of loud.
Just too loud?
A little bit, yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Let me know if you hear me clear.
Say something.
Can you hear me? I'm good.
You're good. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm up because I see Ali. He's in the chat right now, right? So Let me make this very clear, real quick. The issue, from what I'm hearing from when Fatty was talking to you yesterday or last night, was about why you just didn't tell people up front that you had a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going based on the working relationship between you and them when you are over there on the Untouchables, when Fatty is always giving you the link and inviting you to come up, right? Mm-hmm. So I need to understand, are you ever in Ali or Fatty chat demanded a link or demanded to simulcast in the midst of them actually doing the show? Yes or no?
No.
Well, there you go. Ilkan Ali And are you telling me right now that when Fatty, Tommy, and Ali came the last time you went live, that you was aware that they would make an appearance over here?
No,
Okay.
no one at least have reached out and let me know. No.
And that's what I thought. You and Fatty had that understanding that you guys would reach out. Now I understand that people can come into your chat, but it's one thing to come and the way they came and actually Fatty and Tommy is arguing, and yet Ali make his way inside the house or try to get into the house. And if you saying that he only hit you up that day at that moment when he's had many a time to actually contact you to see when the next time you go live, will it be okay for him to come through, and is he good over here in your hood? So my thing is, in the case of Ali, why it took so long for you to contact her and let her know the next time you go live, Rogue, I would like to actually come to your channel, simulcast, and just join the party.
Okay,
Because
so I don't want any confusion. Are you okay if I put the link down strictly for Ali and Ali?
Hold on. I can't when I get done saying what I'm saying because I want him to answer these. I don't want him to deflect from these things. I'm saying these things for a reason.
Well, no, I was asking. Once you say what you want to say, do you want to have the back and forth?
Yes, exactly. So okay. I don't mind. So my thing is this, though, right? My thing is this. If you know that you can contact RogueC, why did it take so long for you to contact her and let her know you would like to actually come on her panel? Just for the fact that you, Ali, and Fatty, y'all talk about how many times you've been betrayed, been burnt into space. And I can take heed to that because I know how they feel, to where you might be a little skeptical. And what I heard was you guys don't really like going to women's channels if you knew that they had an actual man because of that alone. So if a woman having a man is something that you are very much concerned about, why would you not, Ali, contact RogueC before you decide to want to come into her house? Why not already contact her before, let it be known what you would like to do, and see if it's okay for you to come through, to come and simulcast and hit the link and join the panel? Not be in the chat like what you're doing right now. From what I understand, Ali, you only hit RogueC up during the time she was live doing the show, not before she did the show. So that's where you messed up on protocol right there and now, because if y'all have a working relationship, why you couldn't just contact her before like Fatty do?
Hold on real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. 1 second. Y'all, I don't want anyone trolling because, again, this is not the point of the conversation. Ali, I'm hoping that you're able to have the conversation because I do feel like there was a miscommunication. And I already told you I will take the accountability of how things played out. But my assumption of things were, when it comes down to protocol of certain situations, that people would move accordingly. And that's all that we're expressing. It's not trying to do anything against you, towards you. There was no setup or anything. I'm just saying.
Because that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. It's nothing to argue about if you just listen. If people just listen to what I'm saying, it's nothing to fight about.
What are we lying about? I'm playing the video. There's no lies.
So here you go. Ali, I'm only speaking on the fact that, listen, no, you did not get on the panel and you was not disrespectful, right? All right, if you want to use this, when I came on the panel, was I disrespectful? No. Ilkan Ali was not disrespectful when he was on the panel. The disrespect was this: how you approach this situation, right? And you may not want to accept this, but understand what I'm trying to tell you. The fact that you never hit a RogueC prior to her going live, and this was the first time you was trying to come over, from what I saw, to actually want to come and do a simulcast, let alone do a live stream and join the conversation. You only hit her up during the midst of her being live the last time she was live, right? Why you couldn't hit her up before? If you know that you've been burned in this space, people have played games with you and Fatty in this space, why would you not make sure that you would be safe if you're going to come around, right, to actually join a panel and collab with someone, right? Now, you guys work in relationship based on RogueC being on the Untouchables panel. It's always invite by Fatty to RogueC. RogueC is not crashing the party the way you guys did. And even though you crashed the party, fine, you crashed the party. You guys' concern is this: why you didn't tell us you had a man, though? So you coming at her like as if she just had to tell everybody she got a man. As a matter of fact, she told you guys she got a man. I've heard her speak on your panel that she got a man. She spoke on somebody else's panel and said, yeah, I got a man. So you know that she had a man though, right? But maybe you didn't know he was in YouTube or he was on panels. I got you. The point I'm saying is that you've had time to actually hit her up. If you was going to come through, to come and join, if you were so concerned about if a woman got a man, why you, as a man who's coming to another person's territory, why you didn't make sure you would be good to come through? So you need somebody to put up a beware of dog sign for what if you're not coming in with bad intentions? All you had to do when you did come up, Ilkan Ali, was simply introduce yourself since you didn't know who I was or you didn't know nobody. It wasn't for us, for Tony Golden listening. It wasn't for nobody to introduce themselves to Ali. Who do he think he is when it comes to that? Because respectfully, me being a Southern gentleman, when I come into a house, when I come into a room and people are already sitting down, I speak first. Protocol. I don't expect for people to speak to me like I'm that dude, even if I am that dude. So Ali, not being the first time being on RogueC panel, he could have simply introduced himself when RogueC gave him the mic. But no, he was so ready to go and speak to her about what she was saying to where he couldn't even get a chance to say, hey, who up here? How y'all guys doing? Hey, what's up, Mo Love? What's up, Will and Win? Who the brother right here? Hey, Rue, how you doing? Rue, how you doing? How you doing? My name Ali. This, that. What was so wrong with doing that? And why did it seem... Hold on, talk to me.
I'm sorry. So Fatty is also in the chat. Welcome in, Fatty.
Shout out to you, Fatty.
Do you want to go ahead and have Ali and Fatty come up?
I am going to have Ali. Hold on. You don't have to ask me that. No, you don't have to ask me that because I told you guys when I get done saying what I'm saying, most definitely you gentlemen can come up. The issue when I'm seeing with Fatty and Ali, you guys are saying you don't understand why RogueC couldn't just say you had a man. Why was that even important for her to have to say that? If you guys would have followed protocol and let it be known to her that you guys wanted to come through, to come and chop it up with her, and if you were so concerned about who got men or not, why you guys didn't ask, hey, is it good in your hood? And will I be safe over there where you at? Is there some rules I need to follow? Why you guys just couldn't do that? I'm not done, Ro. I'm trying to get to understand. Why you just simply couldn't just say, okay, me and Ali been burned, we've been people folks have betrayed us. This haven't been an easy ride with us though. So therefore, we know we can help people channel grow. We know how to put folks on, right? So why would you two now understand that, hey man, I need to be more cautious in where I'm stepping into. If I'm going into foreign territories, even though it's a coworker of mine, right? Somebody who I work with, but I've never been to their actual channel. So for my very first time, if I want to actually get on a panel, why can't I notify them beforehand before they even go live to let them know to look for us, man, because we might be coming through later on. And is it good though? Because is it anything that we have to worry about for while we're coming through? I guess if we're going to benefit your channel, you can't get me to believe that a Fatty and Ali who's been doing this for a long time don't take precaution for the fact that you guys have been burned by the space, that you don't take precaution that when you're dealing with new people, that you need to make sure that you would be safe in dealing with these new people by getting an understanding. Because I do know for a fact that RogueC would have told you gentlemen, hey, there's a guy named Rue over there who I talked to. That's my guy. And yeah, he's the guy who's going to regulate things no matter how big of a name you are. If you come up, you have to respect him. He's the man of the house. This is his territory. We would not be at this point, though, if Ali would have simply let it be known that he wanted to come and do what he wanted to do instead of doing it at the time of her going live, which is disrespectful. And even though you came on a panel, Ali, and you was not disrespectful per se, the fact that you can't even speak. Think about what I'm saying, Fatty. I want you to hear this and understand, Ali, if you acknowledge that Ali was wrong, Fatty, that he went at RogueC with a personal statement or a question and to make a general statement, then you should be able to acknowledge that, Ali, you know what? When we do go into people's houses, bro, we need to take off our shoes. We need first and foremost get an invite too, or let it be known that, hey, the next time you having something, I would like to come for the fact that I'm a big name content creator. So am I safe? Will I be getting attacked where you at? Is anybody going to be coming for me? And you give the person an opportunity to tell you yes or no, or this is what's going on, and give you the respect to say, hey, if you want to come or not, that's up to you.
So
you don't think, what's up?
I'm sorry, I was just wanting to answer this question. RogueC, did you ask me and Fatty to come if we could? Of course. anytime that we do the show. And I've also had conversation with Fatty, you know, come through whenever you can. But usually I know Fatty also says he needs a little more, you know, just let him know a little more in advance, because Fatty is a very busy man. I assume the same thing. So usually I'm assuming, since we are all on the same type of, you know, I go live, I try not to go live and step on anyone else's toes, especially with you all, that I know you guys are busy. So usually I'm thinking that, okay, if they are going to let me know that they're going to come through, I can at least tell them like, hey, this is what goes on at Lover Girl Confessions. The first time that you guys showed up, I never really got a chance to really introduce you to Lover Girl Confessions, right? So that's all that's being said. And I need you gentlemen to understand that, yeah, I appreciate everything that you guys allow. And, you know, I come over there, I introduce myself. I make sure that I never try to step on toes, even when we have our joust and our back and forth. I try to make sure that I respect what the house is, the house rules, especially when I go over there. So that's all we're saying. It's a matter of, we never really got the chance to let you all know house rules here.
And that's pretty much it. So when they in the chat now still saying, it's like, am I not clear on what I'm saying or what? Now, hold on. I just want to make sure. Now, hold on, RogueC, before you continue. Let me know if I'm still good and you can hear me clear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Am I not clear on what I'm saying about rules and regulations and protocol that, hey, when you guys, even though you guys work together, Fatty, are you telling me that RogueC, that you're not inviting RogueC to come onto your actual platform? That she just coming over? And my thing is, I would like to have a conversation with RogueC if you're just putting yourself on people and no one's inviting you to come through. Yes, all right, you said it to Ali. I've heard you say it to Ali and Fatty, whenever y'all got time, come through, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not even the point, though. So when you come through and now you get a chance to come in, why you just cannot speak to the people if you don't know the people on the panel? That's the whole point. The issue for why Ali and Fatty is saying with RogueC, why you didn't tell us you had a man? She let you into the house, but why you guys couldn't speak when you came to the house? And then you would have understood. If you would have talked to me, I would have told you, I'm Rue, I'm her man. How you doing? That's what I'm thinking is unfair, though, because they're trying to make it sound as if you deceived them. And I know you didn't, because you've explained to both of them that you do have a man. Now, whether they believed you or not, that's their problem. But to make it seem like it was unfair, because now when Ali get a chance to come through, he was going to just talk directly to you before he even said anything to anybody else. And I'm looking like, okay. I know this is what they do. But hold on, man. Is this dude not aware? Do he have situational awareness that, okay, man, I am in a new territory?
Hold on real quick. I'm sorry.
Talk to me.
It's not damage control. It is looking at the learning lesson that all this is, Ali. I even said, I don't know when you came into the actual point of the show. If you go back, I said all this in the beginning. Again, it's not anything against anybody except the fact that this is a learning situation. I am a smaller new YouTube channel. My whole relationship got outed, not by any other thing besides that was the fact that I trusted the wrong people.
So
I'm just saying,
sweetheart, let's hold on. You have to hold on. I got it. So I'm listening to what Leon Anthony's saying. He's saying, Rue, you're messing up the Rose relationship being protected. Is this messing up? So Fatty Ali, is this messing up her relationship with you guys when it comes down to whatever y'all guys doing, like debates and super panels? Is this messing up because I'm telling you guys respectfully to respect her house when you guys come over here, like she respects you guys' houses? I just want to know, is this messing up? Because Fatty, you agreed that I did the right thing with Tommy Sotomayor with giving him his money back, because I understand Tommy for however many years I've been dealing with and seeing this guy for years on here, that to nip it in the bud that, hey, you know, you can't play with my woman like that. You don't have to use, you say what?
I'm just showing you this. No, you're
okay.
No.
We gonna let Fatty. I'm gonna let him go one by one. I don't want both of them at the same time. I don't want to deal with we can't do that. So, Fatty, you agree with me, dog, that I did the right thing. And RogueC, you know what, your man took up for you. He defended you because he got you out of a situation that could have put you in a lot of trouble dealing with Tommy, because Tommy was going to use the fact that he gave you his number and $100 to mention why you haven't came over. He's already lying, saying that you was telling Fatty that he was trying to work with you and all that kind of stuff, which wasn't the case. So you agreed that I did the right thing in saying, nah, man, here go your 100. And if what you're doing has strings attached, it's not good for my woman, then you can keep this, though. And I'm trying to see when it comes down to Ali and Fatty is what I'm doing right now. Is this going to mess up your relationship with RogueC right now when it comes to you inviting her to come back to a super panel? I just want to know that because I don't think now if you talk to any man though, I don't think a man would disagree with me though. Like if the issue is why you didn't tell us that you had a man and you find out that she got a man, what is the problem though when a man is setting the rules when you come over here? I'm not setting the rules for you guys' house. So when RogueC go to you guys' panel, she got to follow your rules. I'm saying when you come over here though, I'm trying to see am I wrong for saying it's rules you must follow. Come in, take your shoes off, you speak. Hey, she's the host. You don't overtalk her because you're a man. This is a male-dominated center. I am her man, though. I am very much formidable enough to really get people off of her, most definitely. So if that's being overprotected, am I wrong, though, when I know the tendencies of men? Well, I'm setting the rules now, and I think that's what the issue is, Ali, is the fact that you just didn't think that it was rules for you to follow just off of you being a mature man, right? A gentleman yourself, right? That was supposed to be rules for you to follow when you walk into a new territory. So let me ask you though. Now I would let you come up. As a matter of fact, let Ali come on up.
Well, Fatty, I was trying to say Fatty wanted to come up first.
Let Fatty come up first.
Okay.
And then Ali come up second. And rules will be applied when they come up. Hold on for a second.
Right. So hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Fatty, I'm sending it to you first, and then Ali, after Fatty, I will send it on the Instagram as well. And again, y'all, please in the chat, please be respectful. We are really just trying to actually come to an understanding at this point. It is not damage control. It is not anyone I've taken accountability on both Fatty's show and here. All it is being said is there was a misunderstanding that needs to go ahead and be regulated. It's simply as that. Hold on. Welcome, Fatty.
Hey.
How are you guys doing?
How you doing, Fatty?
I'm doing awesome. How about y'all?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So, two things that we need to separate first, right? The reason you treat Tommy different than Ali is because Tommy is actually trying to get your girl. Ali is not. Tommy actually wants to get your girl. So you put boundaries on and you set parameters because you don't want him to think that he can come here and send $100 with a number attached and have access to your woman. You as a man have to put your foot down. Not neither Fatty or Ali ever talk with RogueC. Nothing that was not how the panel is going to be, what time it needs to be there, and all that. We keep it extremely professional. There's no kikin, kakai, no nothing. So I'm not expecting you to treat Ali the same way that you treat Tommy. Do you disagree with that?
So hold on. All right. I disagree with the fact that you're using that if Tommy's trying to get with her on some romantic or sexual thing and not Ali, the approach is the same when it comes to Tommy trying to talk to her and it's no good intention behind it, right? If Ali's coming to her territory and he's not speaking to the people he don't know, that's not good intentions. Other than that, it's two different things. Yes, one romantic, one not. The approach is the same. The approach is simply, why couldn't Ali come up? And if he didn't know anyone, why not speak if he know he's in a new territory? And even though this is his colleague, he's in her home. Why couldn't Ali just show the courtesy of her home? That's it.
What did he do?
Why he didn't speak to the people for the fact
what
that
did he do? He said, hello, guys. What did he do exactly?
No, he just went. You want to play it back, Kate? Play it back. He just went straight to talking to RogueC. He didn't speak to nobody else. Fatty, listen. He did not speak to no one else. He just went speaking straight to RogueC.
Because RogueC is the host of the show and he's the person that he knows. He doesn't know y'all.
Right. I agree. So why not? So you have to know people to come in and speak?
So let me actually explain what you.
Fatty.
I'm answering. I'm answering.
Fatty, when you walk into someone's home, do you have to know everyone to speak to them?
No, I know the host and I'm going to tackle what the host says. SH can tell you the same thing. Red Lipstick Vibes can say the same thing. Nino can say the same thing. Cammy can say the thing. The matter of fact, RogueC was on Cammy chat talking with Cammy without talking with us. And it's fine. She's there to support Cammy. She doesn't have to come up and say, I am RogueC, I Fatty, I
Was that
Ali. It's the
that
open panel.
Fatty?
Huh?
Was that Cammy channel or was that your channel?
No, that's Cammy
Okay,
channel.
then so everybody got rules then. So in the case of over here, these are rules. If
No, but
Cammy rules, hold on. If it's your channel, then you have the right to say what you're saying right now. Okay, RogueC, when you come over here, speak to everybody. If Cammy is not requiring that, then that's different. So if Ali is going to Cammy's channel, then he don't have to speak to nobody. Over here, when you come into RogueC home and you are brand new, you speak to everyone.
y'all said that? Who decided? Who told Ali for him to present himself and tell what? Like, who said that?
You're right.
Hold on.
See, that's the
And
that's the issue.
that's
Go
where
ahead,
I
go ahead.
said I messed up. That's where I said I messed up. I don't know why it's being said in the chat that I never said I messed up. I have said multiple times, and I even said it on your panel, Patty, that I messed up. That is why I
Sure.
even said in multiple, when I was playing the video originally, in multiple cases where RogueC and my assumptions messed this up. There's really no issue between Ali, Rue, you, anything like that. And that's why I'm just making sure it's not, again, damage control. This isn't something that should be damaged in the first place.
No, sure.
That-
But why is he saying that Ali did something when you are telling we didn't give Ali these instructions? Let's assume that you have to take
Why
the shoot.
Ali? Hold on, Fat. No. Why Ali did like how you always hitting the RogueC? Now I can give you this, Fatty. Now listen,
I can
Fatty.
explain that. I
Oh,
can explain that,
no.
Rule.
Let me say it
No,
out
Rule,
first for the
I
record.
can
I'ma
explain
say it
that.
for, no, Fatty. I'm gonna say it for the record.
Go ahead.
Now here you go. You always give out of professional courtesy. You
Mhm.
always give RogueC an opportunity. You either ask her, "Can you come to ladies first, or the super panel, or debate?" You give her a chance to respond to you, so you know what it's like to notify someone days before something, right? Before you just jump in, right?
Sure.
So the thing was this: Ali, all you guys are following her on Instagram. The part that's making me confused is that why Ali simply, if he knew he wanted to come over one day and simulcast, why did he do all that during the time when she was live talking about something else and he didn't give her beforehand, right? A notification
I can explain it.
hold on, Fat, let me get out. Why he couldn't simply say, Rogue, the next time you go live, since I haven't been in your channel, the next time you go live, is it okay for me to come over? Can you tell me the rules for the fact that I'm coming to your territory? Can you tell me the rules simply because I am coming to your house? What is the rules of your house? Because I would like to come and have fun and come join the party at your house. Could you tell me what I need to be aware of? I've been burned on YouTube. I don't want to get burned by nobody else. Can you tell me, am I safe in your hood? Right? That was for Ali. That was for Ali to simply let that be known that he wanted to come through and simulcast and hit the link. That's the only issue. Now, other, go ahead.
Hold on, real quick. 1 second, Patty, and I'm gonna let you go. Yes, Ali. I need y'all to understand. Before Rue came up here, before Fatty came up here, before Ali got into the chat, I expressed all of this, and I expressed where it was my fault and my bad. I've expressed all of this. So I'm trying to let you gentlemen know where me as the host, I dropped the ball. It's not about you having to understand anything besides the fact that, yes, this is a miscommunication. It is no hate. It is no anything. When I come into someone's house, I like to introduce myself. Fatty, whenever we are behind the scenes, before the show gets started, while we're waiting on people, is that not something I do?
Absolutely, but that's not a rule. If you don't say hello to nobody, I am calm down until 5 minutes before the show because I kind of don't want to talk with anybody. I'm not the type of person. Ali is more talkable and all that, and he puts you comfortable. You present yourself and say hello. I'm RogueC. How you doing? How can I find you? But this is not a requirement, and nobody actually told you to do that. You can do it if you want to.
But see, this the issue.
That's where I said
the issue, right? Hold on, RogueC. This the issue right here, Fatty. What you're saying is that you don't understand why RogueC couldn't tell you that she had a man, though. This is the issue. And if you guys are saying that the issue is, I would like to know, do you have a man before I step into your territory? Then it's for you guys to ask this woman, do you have somebody that I would have to actually speak to while I come around you? Other than that, what you're saying, I want to just Fatty, before you continue, listen to how I'm saying it. Listen to how I'm saying this, brother. If my issue with you is, or if my issue with a woman is, I just want to know if you got a dude, because I don't want to be sidetracked. I don't want to be backdoored. I don't want to be hurt or harmed. I want to know what's going on in your territory before I walk into that. If that's one of my issues, then it's only on me now to make sure when I'm dealing with people, I need to get that understood. What do you have going on over there where you at before I come over there where you at? Because I would like to come and join you one day. Now, if you guys don't care about, quote unquote, if you got a man, if she got shooters, bodyguards, pit bulls, and Rottweilers around her, then you don't have to make it like as if she's wrong for not telling you about that.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
So,
Can you address the hold on?
I can address both of the things that you said. I can address. I'm going to address the first one because I didn't address me on this one, right? Y'all assume a lot, right? Y'all are asking us to ask y'all questions about how things roll, but you are not asking no questions of how we roll. So let me explain you the first part, right? I invite RogueC in advance because I don't do open panels. My panels are closed for a year. I don't allow people to click on the link randomly and come up and stuck up the place. I don't like open panels. It bothers me. I don't like the bounty game, so I don't do open panels. RogueC gets an invite in advance because Fatty only does closed panels. Now Ali does open panels. So what Ali does is, if RogueC is in the chat and she disagrees with Ali, he says, RogueC, you can pull up, double stream to your platform so you can make a little bit of money and you can get your watch hours and challenge me. Ali thought that since RogueC was asking for money to do an open panel, the same rules apply. He didn't invite it in advance. Ru, you're going to interrupt me? Okay, you got it.
No, I'm going to interrupt you on this. Did Ali donate the money to order for open link? Because I thought
it's irrelevant.
Hold on. No, this is fatty. It took for Mo Love to give her the rest of the money to open the panel.
It's irrelevant.
Hold on. It is relevant because you're saying what you're saying, right? Is that he does open panels. So if she was in his chat, he'll ask her to come up, right? But in the case over here, he clearly see that, okay, I am going to drop the link, but I do need this to reach a goal in order to open the panel. Did Ali give her the actual goal in order to be able to do what he was doing?
He did. Now is that relevant?
It's relevant because it makes sense, though. If he was the actual one who's the reason why the panel is open, it could be a little different now when it comes to now he's up here. Let me show you what I mean. It can be a whole lot different now because I gave you the $20 to be able to come up here. Now, maybe me and you can speak one-on-one, though, for a little bit and do our little back and forth. But that was not the case. It took for a woman named Mo Love to give the rest of the money to even get the panel open. Ali, the issue I'm having with Ali is simply, why are you hitting her up during the live stream when you've had many opportunities to hit her before if you ever want to come through?
We never saw her doing an open panel. Respectfully, respectfully, man. We have no idea what y'all have going on. We saw RogueC online. She was live. I was in the chat commenting. Ali was in the chat commenting. She was saying there's going to be an open panel. And Ali asked, hey, I'm with my kids. I'm with my family. If there's going to be open panel, I'm going to go on my desk. Then I'm going to pull up and double stream. What is the problem?
I agree. The problem is this, though. If you guys are saying why she didn't tell you she had a man, for why now when I started getting at Ali, that's the issue you did yesterday on your live stream. Is
so now you're moving the conversation again.
Hold on, I'm not moving the conversation though. Right?
Yes, you are. Can we stay on the panel?
I gotta say it, fatty. I gotta say it. All right.
So
No. Hold on, Rogue. This is the issue right here, fatty. I have appreciated everything you've done for my woman.
I don't care about that. Go straight to the point, please.
So we get to the point, though. You got to still show the respect, though, no matter what.
Okay, let me go on mute. Go ahead. Let me go on mute.
Here you go. So go on mute. Here you go. So it don't matter what you're talking about right now. The fact that it's rules for you to follow. She was actually doing a live stream. Ali said, yeah, I'm going to come up. Cool. Then you come up. The issue is for the fact that you guys are saying, well, why you didn't tell me you had a dude, right? Now, when I come back and say, well, why you didn't ask her if she had a dude, let alone why you didn't even speak to the people when you came up on the panel, so therefore you'd have known that I was her dude because I would have introduced myself to you right there and now. The fact that you walked into this house, yes, I don't give a goddamn what you're saying. You owe it to the people who's already there to speak to them, or don't be surprised with whatever happens. So that means if somebody run up on you and check you or escort you out, there's no need for you to look at the host and say, well, damn, why in the hell you... Oh, no, but who this dude grab? You coming in disrespectful at that point, no matter if you just came in and sit down and chill. The fact that you want to know, do you have a man? I'm supposed to already want to know that and ask you that before I even come into your house. Not all of a sudden Here you say you had a man a while back, and then I come and see you really got one, and I'm tripping about, well, why in the hell this? Hold on, why you didn't tell me you had a man, RogueC? What the hell's going on? Why this guy cutting me off? And you going back and forth with a man to where she's not gonna side with you. This is
Is
the
that a
issue.
question? Is it a question or a statement?
Fatty, I'm just talking out. That's the issue. So you go ahead and talk. Go ahead.
Let me explain what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Sir, nobody, like on my team, nobody wants RogueC, man. Like nobody's after.
Who said that?
No, please let me explain to you. We are not romantically after her.
Why is that even a
Let
point?
me explain what it is. When somebody asks, do you have a man? They usually go to the romantic side. You should have told me that you have a man.
That's
What
what it
the
sound like.
what the untouchables actually are telling is, you should tell us that this person that is above you is on the panel so we can move accordingly. And now I don't have to scream at you when you have to scream at me, just so I can have to call Ali after the show and say, Ali, there was not just, oh, you're going to do that again? I'm going to mute again. You got it.
Yeah, go on mute. Fatty, if you guys' issue wasn't RogueC not telling you that she had a man, then everything you saying makes sense. That's what I'm saying. Everything you saying is making top tier.
That's not the point. No, that's not the point.
So my thing is, if it's not romantic,
can you let me explain you the point?
No, let me say.
Let me explain you the point. You didn't get the point.
Fatty, it's for the record. There's no need for you to even say, don't nobody want your woman.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You didn't get the point. You didn't get my point.
This is what it sounds like, Fatty.
Can you let me finish and then correct, please? Rule, I'm asking you. Can you let me finish and then you correct me?
And you're doing the same thing. Understand what I'm saying, though, right here. If you don't care, if you're not romantically interested, I understand that might be the case. Then why does it matter if she got a man anyway?
Let me explain that.
All right, no. Explain that part right there.
Let me explain it then.
Right, I'm getting it out one more time so we all know for the record.
No, I know what you said. Let me explain it. I heard you first time.
You go ahead, explain it to me right now.
Let me explain that. Cammy has her dad around us. Ree's dad. And for us to make sure we don't step on her dead toes, we tell Cammy, tell this person that this is their dad, is your dad. So I don't have to go crazy at him, and now I'm literally going against her dad. If you have somebody that is your family, your dad, your loved one, your man, we need to know that that man is Ree's dad. Father of Reese God Cammy, so we don't go crazy at him. The same way, let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Go ahead, man.
So if Reese dad is checking Fatty, and I'm like barking back, hey man, why you letting him? Why you letting him do? Hey, Rue, you have to let me finish, man. Please.
Hold on, Fatty, because you talking.
Because you remember me. You keep talking. You know what? I can solve this for you. No, I can solve this for you. I can solve this for you, right? I apologize, Rue, for the inconvenience. We're not coming here back. If RogueC wants to come on our show, she's more than welcome to do. There's no punishment, no repercussion, no nothing. The Untouchables are not coming here anymore. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great show.
All right, you have a great show too. All right. So what I'm telling you guys is this, right? Based on what he just got through saying, that he want to know, could we goddamn, I guess, turn it up or whatnot, right? So we want to know if you got a dad here or a boyfriend here, because that's going to be determining if we going to be the level of disrespect we're going to show. It's not showing that you guys going to show respect, because like I said, though, if it's not romantic, cool, right? If you just want to know because you tend to be disrespectful, well, now it makes sense. You want to know how far can you go with the disrespect, all right? How far can I get away with the disrespect? How much disrespect can I get away with, all right, before I get checked? And the fact that you got a woman right here and you thinking she could be alone and not have a man behind her, a powerful man behind her, then that's the issue. You guys just simply want to know. That's what it comes down to, you guys. Ali and Fatty just want to know when they go around to people's places, dog, okay, how much disrespect can we get away with? How bad can we talk to you? How can we overrun you? How can we turn it up on you before somebody check us? Is there anybody who can possibly check us that's going to be around you? Because me and Ali just want to know that, because you know how we do. And if you guys ain't hear that, bro, I don't know. I'm not putting words in Fatty's mouth. He's gave the example of Princess Cammy, that, hey, we want to know that if your daddy is around here, if you got brothers around here, let us know. Don't have us thinking we can come and disrespect you and run it up on this platform, and then all of a sudden when we get checked, we confused talking to you, talking about, well, Princess Cammy, RogueC, why you didn't tell me you had some man in his presence, dog. Like, I wouldn't have did all that. Now tell me, anybody tell me if that's not what Fatty just got through saying? Somebody just tell me right now if Fatty just didn't get through saying that, dog, that he want to know where is going to be the resistance at for when him and Ali come through. And if he realize it's going to be a man present, they might not want to come through, like how he just got through saying now, right? We won't be coming back because I'm right here. Now, if I wasn't right here, guess what? They'll be coming back. The same thing Ali did for why he jumped on RogueC panel and didn't speak to nobody else and went straight for RogueC is because he thought it wasn't going to be no man presence, no defense around RogueC. He thought based on their interaction on other panels that he can come over here and do the same thing. And then we got met with the resistance. Now all of a sudden now he's like, well, why you didn't tell me you had a dude? Why you didn't tell me you had a man? And anybody who's supporting it, I would like to ask you guys, the Tony Goldens and any one of you gentlemen, I don't know you guys like that. I want to know, can somebody play with your woman like that? Can someone play with your sister like that or your mother like that to where their intentions is coming around to see if they can get off on shit and what man is going to check them? What shooter's going to check them? What pit bull and Rottweiler is going to check them, bro? Because they coming in obviously with bad intentions. Now, if I'm lying, somebody tell me if I'm misinterpreting what they said. Go ahead.
I'm just going to say it is a matter of, yes, I should have said, this is who he is. I should have introduced people because if I'm the host, I'm the host. So if people were not going to do it, I should have done it. That was my fault.
But baby, sweetheart, if Tony Golden them saying I'm messing up your platform is a lover girl brand, which I don't even be on the platform like that. You made it clear that Rue, who's known for being on panels and has really been chilling and working, right? That I sit back in the cut and sit back and watch you do your thing. And when people come up, even if I'm up, I don't even say nothing for the most part. But I am going to regulate when I see men. When men come into this territory and they're going to do what men do, you got me all twisted if you think I'm going to sit down and let that ride, bro. You should know me about that. And that's the only issue I'm having for anybody who's saying I'm messing up your platform. So are you saying I'm messing up RogueC platform because if she allowed for Fatty and Ali to come and run rampant on her platform like that, even though she's respectful on their platform, that I'm messing up her platform.
Fatty and Ali. It's a matter of, I need people to understand that when there is any situation of a show and somebody who is there to protect the show, that yes, it's not even just on Fatty and Ali, which is why I keep saying that this is a learning experience because we are different people. We don't have the same mindset. We don't even have the same upbringing. So yes, as different people, there are things and ways that we need to communicate better, especially because a lot of people aren't cammed up. A lot of people aren't going to have a conversation, authentically or genuinely. So there is a lot of misinterpretation. There's no body language to read. So there is going to be some issues unless we communicate these things properly.
So you telling me, for everybody in the chat, listen respectfully, you telling me, you guys, you could be red pill, manosphere, it don't matter. She'll entertain you all. You telling me you guys can't come over and come kick it and chill without having the intentions of wanting to F it up and run it, and she's supposed to let you have it, right? And there ain't supposed to be no shooters around, no bodyguards, no nothing, because if you saw it was men around, now all of a sudden now it's going to deter. See, this is the part that I told my daughter, and I want you guys to hear me on this one. This is what I told my daughter this shit. She'll be 16. You say what?
I'll be right back. Go ahead.
All right, cool. This is what I told my daughter. I said, look, sweetheart. I said, what it is about men. This is one thing I know about men, right? Men tend to go where there's no men at, right? Men want to be able to set and plant their flag into a ground where there's no man, right? So you will wonder, sweetheart, why you might not be getting more play than this little girl next to you by these boys. It's not because you ugly. It's not because you trash, right? It's if with this boy see that you got a bunch of male protection or a bunch of male figures around you, that's going to naturally deter his bad intentions off, right? To where he'll go amongst women. And if you notice, a lot of black men do this. They go around women who don't have men around. These guys pursue women even if the woman's not good for them. But if it's a lot of loose activities going on with a bunch of women, old women, young girls, these men tend to want to go into them territories more than the women who have men around because you don't want to be accountable to a man. And you would make it seem like, oh, that girl, you messing up your dating life because you got daddies and uncles and brothers all around you. So the boys don't want to talk to you. And the girl would end up thinking, well, is there something wrong with her? This is what Ali and Fatty, when I'm seeing, is trying to do to RogueC, trying to gaslight her like as if she's wrong for having a man though right here, right? When no one ever said that these gentlemen cannot come through because there's a bunch of men come on the panel. So now what's the problem now though when you have these other men come on the panel and they know how to respect the game and they always come through, but what's the issue with Ali and Fatty to where they can't come do the same thing? What is the issue with Ali and Fatty to where these gentlemen can't come through like the other gentlemen come through and come have a healthy discussion without trying to run the panel?
I mean, at
That's
this
what I'm not
point,
understanding about
it
that.
shouldn't be any issue. At this point, it shouldn't be misinterpreted at this point. It is just a matter of we now know how things are supposed to go, at least over here at Lover Girl Confessions, right? We now know how things are enforced over here, correct?
Yeah.
And I don't think anything that you're saying is wrong. And it's not even to say that the gentleman had any wrong intention. It is just also knowing that this is like not everyone's show and everyone's panel is run the same way. And it's not even just, you know, trying to make drama for the sake of drama. Everything is a learning experience. And I think that's what people are ignoring at this point. But go ahead.
Shout out to Tay Tay. Tay Tay said, I thought these same guys wanted women to follow their man though. So what's the problem now? If listen, put Tay Tay comment on the screen real fast, if you don't mind.
1 second, trying to find it. Hold on. Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Y'all are typing a lot. Hold on. 1 second. There you are.
There you go. I thought y'all said y'all wanted a woman to follow her man. These same guys say the same shit. These are same guys that be in this space. Man, I've been in this space 10 years, dog. I know everything going on around this space. I'm just in the back chilling. You can't run no play on me, dog. These are same men who swear up and down that they have women who are combative, belligerent, don't follow their man, don't respect their man, don't do nothing with it. They always against their man. Then when you get a woman who letting it be known, I'm with my man on this, even if it's a woman you might know or you might work with, that's a problem. This is what Fatty just got through saying, we ain't coming back over here. Because simply Fatty know he will not be able to run it the way he want to run it. Same thing with Ali. Because if them gentlemen can come over here and show respect that it is a man standing right here, bro. And y'all come on in, come have something to eat, bro. Come drink a beer. What's up? We watching the game, bro. And no, this is my house, nigga, and this is my rules. How is that messing up for her? Unless you have bad intentions. And if you don't have bad intentions, so what's the problem? If a woman that y'all rock with is respecting her man, you guys supposed to be applauding her and saying, you know what? RogueC is an example of somebody who stand with her man. This is what I want you guys to see. When you got a woman like a RogueC, she's going to respect her man. Whatever her man say, if it makes sense, she's most definitely is not going to combat against it. She's not going to refute nothing. If it makes sense, it's making sense. That's all. Somebody let me know right now, though, what am I saying wrong right now, dog? Any one of you gentlemen. And let me know, would you let somebody play with you, no matter how big of a name they are? Could they play with you like that? And I don't need you to fall live with Fatty and Ali to come back to this live and say, you know what, that RogueC guy was right. Tell me I'm right now. Somebody let it be known right now, if I'm saying something you just really don't agree with when it's pertaining to your wife, your woman, or your children, or your family, and you see people coming around and they want to know if it's men around, because if it's men around, they're going to go their way. They going their way, right? But if there's no man around, they come in here to goddamn get on something and take advantage of something. I just want to know, man. So you RogueC right now, RogueC.
Yes, sir.
Because I know this is your situation, and I told you, I stay out your business, I stay out your way for a reason. How do you feel about this respectfully, though? Am I wrong as your man saying what I'm saying right now? When I gave Tommy Sotomayor money back because I know the games he played, even if he didn't begin to start playing it, I know the game to nip it in the bud up front, and even Fatty had to agree that RogueC, he helped her avoid a disaster. I know how the game is played when it comes to me, and you can't tell me nothing about a man. So I want to know the RogueC. What have how you feel? Go ahead, sweetheart.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to lie. As a man, if you see something that I might not see as a woman, it's always going to have to go through you first. That is what they say that women are supposed to do, because they always will say that women will walk themselves into a situation that they are unaware of And, you know, at that time, if my man is seeing something that I'm not seeing, who am I to question him, especially if he does have the backing, especially if he has backed me up and hasn't failed me prior to.
Hey, put this comment up that James Fegan, 1929, around 2 minutes
Who?
ago. Go. He got a green avatar.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Welcome in, pop out. Okay. This one?
Right there. There you go. Rue is disrespectful to someone who said nothing wrong, and RogueC dropping the ball of not telling Ali, my man is the co-host, is blindsiding, right? Anybody who comes onto the platform is wrong, men or women, right? So look. I'm gonna let you respond to that. But what I'm saying is this though, right? This is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to act like she backdoored Ali to get robbed? Like she snaked Ali to get shot? And God forbid anything happen to him or anybody around, right? But why y'all trying to play it like as if she did something, like she lured Ali into a trap? Why you guys don't want to put accountability on a man though? Because I don't believe in blaming women for things that they don't deserve to be blamed for. But when it comes down to men taking action on their own, why no one can simply say, Ali, you went to this woman panel and you was about to do what you normally do on everybody's panel, bro. When nobody gonna be able to talk, you was gonna start doing all that back and forth. You was not gonna allow for a co-host or anybody to shut you the hell up and say, look, man, hold on for a second, we got you. And you humble yourself and respect it because you don't feel you need to be humble. All right? Why nobody can be truthful and say, she didn't blindside you, boy? You got a woman, don't you? So what was you mean blindsiding you? What was you intending on doing for why you feel like you got blindsided? That's the only time I hear the word backdoored or set up or you blindside is if you was trying to do something wrong yourself and you didn't know it was some guns gonna be pointed towards you for why you trying to break into something. Well, how is it a blindside if I would have actually asked any one of you ladies, hey man, is it a guy you talk to? Is somebody if I'm gonna come through, but am I gonna be safe coming over? And when can you expect me to come through? Why can't I give you the disclaimer if I want to come to where you at? The issue is Ilkan Ali could have why couldn't he just simply say beforehand, not during the time that RogueC was live, why could he never hit up and say, look, man,
all right, I need my mods. Mods, if you start seeing people just going too far, please go ahead and do what you need to do. Time them out because again, there does not need to be any disrespect. There is not even any disrespect to the untouchable. So all of you who are assuming and talking about things like you don't know how grown people can talk, I'm gonna need y'all to fall back at that point because two things can be true. If Rue is finding that this is something that he and I believe needs to be talked about, then we're going to talk about it. There is a situation of protocol amongst the space. That's why the space always goes to hell in the first place. Because a lot of people want to go ahead and just have the issues with people and not really have the conversation, or they want to go ahead and turn up, and it's not something that's really that big of a deal. If it is just simply as, especially with so many women content creators coming out that are saying, yo, let's be honest, as women, we want a man to go ahead and have our back, especially if he's our man, because we're not going to see everything. We don't know how men think all the time. And it's not to say that those gentlemen had any ill intentions, but it is a matter of if you didn't, then let it be known that, hey, going forward, there is a protocol because we know how other people play in this space. So anyone who wants to assume and wants to go ahead and say what they want to say about the conversation, y'all don't know how people can work things out. Y'all are not behind the scenes and having conversations. Right here, right now, we are looking at the situation as I have a man who is going to protect me. That is what majority of women want. That is majority of what you all as men say that you are. So it is a matter of just simply, this is the protocol. Again, the space is a hellhole because we don't have protocol in this space and everybody just wants a freaking free-for-all. And then when people want to be in their feelings and be mad, they want to fall out. I'm sorry if I didn't mean to.
No, this your flow. No, you did right. And like I say, I'm going to go right back into the shadows, right? After this. And like I say, you guys are welcome to come up and have the conversation with my woman, RogueC. But you're going to have to show respect, gentlemen. Gentlemen, you guys have been around. You know I'm not somebody who's just crashing out on everybody who come up. You know, no, come on, man. I've only checked dudes who come up here with that energy. Me and Keon had an issue because he came up there with some energy I didn't like. Me and JP had a little moment because he came up with some energy I didn't like. Me and Rooster had a moment You coming up with an energy I don't respect because it gives me perspective. It gives me, in my mind, this, you gonna come over and come do what you want to do, and you thinking you not gonna have no resistance coming towards you, bro. And that is the issue. So even in the case of these gentlemen who say that they want women to follow their men, they just want you to follow your man if he's taking you to hell. That's all it comes down to.
People don't understand. My facial expressions are just because I need people to understand I don't like how things go. And that's why I speak so much about decorum and how people, you know, I do want to bring back more class-like society. Because when I see things happen in real time, it's disappointing. When I saw what happened with Tommy in real time, that was disappointing. Even as much as I have fun over at the Untouchables, it is disappointing that the conversation cannot be had or understood, because I know how one side will love to make sure that they are understood and being heard. But when you are refusing to hear the other side, it does come off as unfair. It does come off as you just want to be seen as right. And maybe you're not always the right one. Even like I said, the intentions were not disrespectful. The intentions were not wrong. But it is a matter of, if it does rub the wrong way or it does set off an alarm, you do have to be aware of that, because if it was the other way around, they would want us to be aware of that, correct?
So, look, sweetheart, so let me see something, man. I was seeing something. Hold on for a second. What somebody wrote. Hold up. Okay, yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry.
No, go.
I was going to say, shout out to Black Lexicon. Listen, my mods, I have mods from all over the space, right? Shout out to y'all. The only thing that I am asking of both my commenters and my mods, you don't have to be disrespectful on either way. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But outside of that, it is just, y'all, I'm just trying to bring something completely. This is not a Fight Club channel or anything like that. As much as y'all want to say the drama is brought over here, it is just simply, we are trying to make sure that rules are established. And again, it's my bad. I probably should have did that the very first episode of Lover Girl Confessions, right?
Baby girl, listen real quick, right? I don't mean to cut you. I'm going to give it back to you. I'm about to jump off. So I'm going to make it clear. Ilkan Ali, if you want to talk about disrespect, no, he was not verbally disrespectful in my house. If I went to that man's house and just walked past him and I'm just getting to a woman, even if I didn't know that this woman was dealing with this guy, the fact that I came into your house for one, and at this moment it was uninvited or unannounced, right? That I was coming. And then when I get able to come into the house, I'm coming straight to a man's woman, right? And I see the man is sitting right here, and I don't acknowledge that man. That right there is the disrespect, Tony Golden. I don't believe Tony Golden will allow for a man to come into his house to address anything in his house, and he's standing right there, bro. Whether you know who this man is or not, the fact that you in somebody else's house and you feel you don't acknowledge the man, you can play like you being disrespectful, that, right? That's disrespectful right there, right? Because you acting like, oh, I don't see this nigga. Fuck him. I mean, excuse me, forget him. I don't see him. So $10. You cannot. My bad. He go $10. I got $10. $10. So even if you want to play that, oh, I don't even see your man, I don't see him, then you cannot cry if you get punched in your shit. You can't
15.
get cry. 15. You can't cry if you get pistol whipped. You can't run back to Fatty and cry about that just because I didn't say nothing verbally. Your gestures was disrespectful. And no man would allow for you, Ilkan Ali, to do that in their house for real, though. So I don't know why guys are pretending like they siding with you when they know you're clearly wrong. You're clearly wrong, bro. Okay, you didn't know RogueC had a man. You didn't know he was this close, right? But the way you went in there, even though you didn't say nothing verbally disrespectful, you went in and you didn't even speak. You didn't say nothing. You just kept on talking and do what you normally be doing on everybody else's panel. And then when a man checks you for that, now all of a sudden you run and cry to Fatty about that, right?
Raw, if you see people being disrespectful, you got a wrench, Raw. So like I said, mods, you know, if it becomes disrespectful to the point where it's not even cool, y'all know what to do. Y'all know how I rock.
So this is just what it is, though. You coming in and you not acknowledging the people. You coming into this place and you don't acknowledge nobody. And then when somebody get on your ass, though, now all of a sudden are you confused when you start doing what you think you was going to do, and come to find out, as I see, Fatty let it be known, you guys. Fatty let it be known that him and Ilkan Ali, when they go around doing what they do want to know if it's some regulation in play. If it's somebody in the house that can regulate them, because that's going to determine how much disrespect they're going to bring to the house. And if they know that they can't disrespect the house the way they want to, they do exactly what they got through saying that they doing right now, right? Is we're not gonna come back.
So, sweetheart,
we're not gonna come back then.
Let's, because they are saying that that's not the case, and I
said it's not the case. Who said it's not the case?
Well, Patty was over here that he was saying that that's not the case. He was saying that it's never.
He proved no. Sweet, all right, I got you. He already just proved that for even mentioning Princess Cammy and her father, Riz dad, or whoever the guy is, man. He mentioned that he comes around based on if he could get away with certain things, and he want to know if it's somebody who's going to check them. He might not want to come back around because who stopped Fatty from coming up on the panel? Nobody. Who told him he had to leave? Nobody. Who told Ali he had to leave? He just dropped off. I didn't say, hey, you need to go ahead and go about your way. I did say put him in the back so I can tell him who I am. If he's not going to stop talking. But no one said you gentlemen can't come over because there's a bunch of gentlemen always come over. Like when she dropped the link, a bunch of men going to come up too and talk. So we can move past this, sweetheart. You can go ahead and I'm going to drop off. I just wanted to get that off so people can understand you don't have the right to come at my woman saying, well, why you didn't tell me you had a nigga?
And I think that was the part, I don't know if Ali had watched the show yesterday. I think that was mostly the part that was kind of jarring because it was a matter of a question of, well, Rogue, why didn't you say that you had a man? Why did you just call him your co-host? Why did you just call him this and that, your producer? And I think that was the more so the part that makes it like, okay, I didn't think that other side piece mattered. Because if I'm saying that this person is important, that this person is supposed to have a level of respect, then I thought that should be good enough. Because when people told me over there that, hey, this is so-and-so, they're a co-host, or hey, this is so-and-so and they're in charge. I know how to go ahead and fall back and be like, okay, this is your house. I'm going to go ahead and respect your house.
And that's what I want to ask you, sweetheart. I want to ask you, when you've been over in those people's houses and when them guys got the rules, like I've seen Ali and Fatty, they will interrupt you or tell you, hold on, and this and that. And I did see times when you and Melanie Legacy, y'all have spoke and she pretty much let it be known she's the co-host and they backed her up to where you did back up and respect the fact that, okay, you co-host, I know to be quiet right now and hand it to your co-host. My bad. It's not a back and forth between you and I. So that's why I want to ask you to make sure that I know Fatty for sure. I know RogueC's not over there being disrespectful in your house though, bro. I know for a fact that when you got rules in play for why you so hell-bent on the rules of, I didn't tell us the rules. Well, if you know you got rules, Fatty, why you don't understand that other folks might have rules even if they don't tell you?
And you know, this is getting squashed now. I'm sorry. I just want to be known. This is getting squashed now. It is just, people are allowed to go ahead and vent and explain their mindsets. Like, shout out to Zyrax. Lady Zyrax was up here and, you know, she said earlier in the chat, you know, there are levels to what one would deem as disrespectful. And again, as women, you know, I can only strictly speak for the women at this point. We know we want a man who is going to stand up and say, nah, this ain't a good situation. I'm not even saying that with them. Shout out to them. We know what we're building over there and what I'm doing over there. And like I said, this can easily be squashed. It is just a matter of knowing what somebody else's protocol is. That's the whole point about it.
And when they listen to the playback, when everything calmed down, them gentlemen gonna understand what I'm saying is right. Because I can promise you, if you want to go over there the next time they invite you over there, if you want to test this theory, you go over there and you do what Ali was trying to do or what Fatty do, and let's see if they don't. No, listen what I'm saying. I want to see if they're gonna let you just run it for the sake of running it though, and not get order their own channel and let it be known that hey, Melon Legacy is her show. Don't nobody talk through her. I want to see if they're gonna allow that to happen, and nobody say anything to RogueC, because I know for a fact, I know my woman is not playing them type of games. But to address what Kenny Alpha is saying, he says it's not about disrespect, rule, just that if a chick's man is on a panel, men are going to tread lightly out of respect. I agree. My thing is, why you have to know that this is her man in order for you to respect people in her house. That's what I'm saying, though, right? This is what it comes down to. Gentlemen, a woman don't have to announce, this is my boyfriend, y'all. This is my man, y'all. Like as if she's trying to put it in your face. You gentlemen, if you understand respect, then you should know if I'm into a place, a territory that I normally don't come to, I don't care if you is a dog or you a cat. I don't care if you a horse. I don't care if you an old man or old woman. It don't even matter. If I'm stepping to anybody's home, I don't need to know that if this is your man or if these are your your baby daddy or whatnot for me to tread lightly. That means I'm not a respectful person, though, if I need to know for sure that this is your man to tread lightly when I'm in a foreign territory. Other than that, if I'm a disrespectful man, let me stand on that. If Ali is a disrespectful man, he should stand on that. If he didn't intend no disrespect at all, he shouldn't be doing all what he was doing in chat earlier. He should not be doing all that in the chat earlier at all. If it simply was, my bad, Ro, you right, I was supposed to hit you up before and let you know, yeah, it was impromptu because I saw you was live, but yeah, I could have been contacted you and asked you the next time you go live, I'm gonna come through. Hey, am I good? I did hear you say you had a man, Ro, one time, but is he anywhere around YouTube? Is it somebody like, when I come to your show, is it somebody I need to respect? Is it some things I need to respect for coming over there? And if you have me, I will come through, right? And you would most definitely, RogueC would have told them, yes, I got my man over there. This guy named Rue. Yeah, he the guy. He the guy that he'll come in and regulate. He don't really participate all the time, but he will regulate what's going on. He's not gonna let men run rampant over here. So therefore, if you come and have a conversation, you ain't got to worry about dealing with Rue. Rue would have never had no reason to tell Ali to shut the F up.
You
are running.
Hold on, real quick. All right, Rue, were you finished? And are you
go ahead, Fatty.
Back and forth with Fatty?
Go ahead, Fatty.
This is incredible, right? Let me actually help you solve your problem, Rue. A person is over talking or is commanding most of the attention of the show. Hey, sir, this is RogueC show. Please be quiet for a second and let us finish the talk. You don't say, shut the fuck up. And then after the person says, oh, who is this person? Oh, no. I'm paraphrasing. I'm paraphrasing. Paraphrasing doesn't count, right? Paraphrasing, I'm repeating his words, right? Okay. And then after the person asks, hey, RogueC, you're not going to moderate this? Like, what's going on? Who is this person? Who is this person? Who is this person? And then after you say, he's the host, he not only reacts to it, he repeats again, shut the fuck up.
All right. So here we go.
Right. So you're talking now. Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
No, because
you're talking crazy to people, and then you want people to be nice to you.
Hold on.
We can't.
Hold on.
Come on.
Now here you go.
Why couldn't you be nicer? Why couldn't you be nicer, sir?
So here you go. So if you heard it before I said shut the F up, I already was trying to jump in many times, and everybody was talking. Even the second time, I tried to get in.
Because they didn't know you were.
I'm not done talking, Fatty.
They didn't know you were.
All right, put him in the back for 1 second till he cool down.
Hold on. Okay.
He need to calm down with that, man.
Fatty, just give him 1 second. We can't have a back and forth.
So what Fatty's trying, so the reason why, Fatty don't know how to play this game too, right? Real well. I'm just not a content creator. So here you go. Fatty making it seem like as if as soon as Ali started talking, I'm jumping on him, right? No, I was trying to interject a few times though before I had to even turn my mic up. I was trying to say things like, hold on for 1 second. Yo, hold on. Let me say this real fast. I said that a few times on both instances before I said, shut the F up. That's what made me say, shut the F up when I'm talking. Because obviously, instead of Ilkhan Ali just saying, let me be quiet and see what you got to say because I'm in a foreign territory. Who are you? What's going on? Since I didn't introduce myself to you and I don't know who you are. Okay, well, let me see what you're trying to say first. It would have been no need for me to tell that man to shut the F up if he would have got quiet when I first started interjecting the first time. I didn't just jump on that man as soon as he started talking. The thing I wanted him to understand is that I don't want you, because even Fatty had to agree that Ali tend to get personal and then he made general statements. And that's what I was kind of correct when it comes to that. Don't say that RogueC feels old or she's old at 30 when she's saying she's not old at 30. When we saying that, hey man, people can still have babies at 50. Your value don't stop at no 30. You're just in your prime at a 30-year-old person, man or woman, right? And then the second issue was simply when Ali ran with it was a Mother Nature conversation, and then when he came in with she looked better at 25 than she would do at 30, right? And he was gonna run with his narrative until I said, no, that's not what she said, bro. Answer and speak to what she said since you made it a personal thing. Don't talk the generalities in this regard.
And also there was the moment where, okay, so this is the kind of show we're having. That was
so he started speaking on. So when he starts saying, oh, so this type of show we have, so RogueC, you're gonna moderate? RogueC, see that right there would have got his ass punched. Fatty, listen what I'm saying, Fatty. No, I'm just expressing if it was like real time and you really dealing with a man and his woman and a man doing that kind of stuff in somebody else's house, I don't think no other man, including Fatty, would allow for a man to go word for word in his house when he's trying to get order in his house, though, bro. That's the whole I'm saying. I don't need you guys to be disingenuous because you want to stand on this together. When this calm down and you realize this dude Rue was not wrong for that. No, Ali. Since you didn't know where you was at, when somebody's interrupting you, bro, you need to be quiet because you might get shot after that, bro, if you don't know what to do. Like, how about you be quiet? In the streets, we got shot. No. Listen. I'm giving an example. No. This is not for real. I'm giving an example what I mean if it was real life stuff and a man think he gonna boss up and buck up on people who's already here and you in the foreign territory.
Well,
you
no,
need
I'm trying to respond to the chat, sweetheart.
Go.
So Quantum, the same way you've seen my show, we do this on the show. Whenever I want to talk, Rue will also help get people to pipe down if I'm getting overtalked. The whole issue was it wasn't about interrupting him. If the whole point was this is not where the conversation is going. Fatty, give me one more second. Because if you and Rue can't have the back and forth,
no. Fatty gonna come up and like I say, the same rules apply to Fatty. Fatty, come up here and you can show now Ali the example of how to behave yourself in another man's house. So come on up, Fatty, and show your boy Ali that hey, it is a man here, so therefore you acknowledge me as a man like I'm acknowledge you. So come on up, Fatty. Come on up, and you acknowledge or you get put in the back again, Fatty.
Okay. Y'all know I like.
Bring him on up.
You know I like how gentlemen conduct themselves.
And no need for that. And this is why we were asking for you to identify yourself, so you can actually put S to belt if something happens. Ali had no idea who you were. This is what happened, Rue. I get inside of the house. There's a cop. He's RogueC. I have to follow the rules. And that's an undercover cop called Rue. He is the owner of the house. And the undercover cop is screaming at me, hands against the wall, hands against the wall. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why is this person right now that is a civilian just like me telling me to shut the fuck up and to put the hands against the wall when I have no idea and there's a cop over there? Hey cop, you're not going to do nothing? Hey Mr. Cop, you're not going to do nothing? You want people to follow the rules when you didn't identify yourself. That's all. And crazy enough, first you say that you shouldn't have the need to identify yourself. And now you're contradicting yourself and showing the importance of identifying yourself so we can follow the rules. So now, all of a sudden, you understand why we asking, I need to know who Riz that is. So if Riz that says, Freddy, be quiet on Kemi show, now I have to be quiet because all of a sudden this man is in a position of authority. I'm just going to say this and then you got it, right?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying this and then you got it, right?
Okay.
You keep implying that Ali have bad intentions with RogueC. You can't prove that. The conversation was literally a regular conversation. You were the one jumping on him. You were the one interrupting him. You were the one saying him to shut the fuck up. What the hell did he do to you? What the hell did he do to her? Did he hit on her? Did he like her IG pictures? What did he do to her?
Fatty. He came, first and foremost, he wasn't disrespectful verbally. He came in a place he ain't never been to, and he didn't speak to the people. That's my rules. Even though, no, here, Fatty, you talk, be quiet, I got you.
No, who are these people?
The people that was already on RogueC panel, who's always on her panel, including myself.
Who?
Fatty. You playing games with that horrible example.
No, I'm not saying it came up.
Hold on, I'm not done. No, hold on, I'm talking, hold up. So look, the undercover cop was a bad example because if you're not doing no drug deal or nothing criminal though, right? Why you worried about if there's an undercover cop around? I'm sure you're around undercover cops everywhere, right? If you don't have no intention of robbing anything or to shoot somebody, bro, then you ain't got to worry about an undercover identifying themselves as an undercover. You coming in simply to come buy something and you leaving. It's an undercover sitting right there. No, listen, Fatty. Listen.
Can we have a conversation?
No, can we have a conversation? If you got to be quiet though, so we had a conversation.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Can I tackle this point?
So when I'm talking, you gotta just let me. I got you. You can talk. Hold on, I got you. I'm responding to what you're saying. Hey, you talking about undercover cop identifying yourself? All right. What I'm saying is this: if you don't have no bad intentions, it don't even matter who's in the room. You come in, do what you need to do, and get on out. You following proper protocol based on yourself as a man. Hey, I'm in a place I don't know where I'm at. Okay, I'm going to tread lightly because I don't know where I'm at. I'm not going to assume nothing. I'm going to try to get in and get on out. I'm not
Sure.
disrespecting nobody. I'm not stepping on nobody's toes. All right, if somebody asks me something, I'm not going to dismiss you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not, look, I'm in a foreign place. So what I'm saying, if you were smart, Fed, I'm not saying you're not smart. You would simply tell Ali, the next time you go to somebody, panelists, you do this, if it's not your home, go in there and speak to people first to get to know people. So if you got an issue with who's somebody man or who's somebody brother around here, how about you get to know everybody first for the fact that you going into their home? Don't nobody owe it to you, Ali or Fatty, to tell you, hey man, how you doing? My name Rue. I'm RogueC's man. Just that you know, because you might back door and say, well, who cares about that? How you doing? What's up? But now all of a sudden, now, since I didn't do it, now you can twist it and say, well, damn, why you didn't identify yourself, bruh? Because we was gonna come and turn it up, bro. And if we would know you was here, we were gonna tread lightly, bro. Cause we respect a woman's boyfriend or a man. Because if we had good intentions, we didn't have to know that you was her man. We coming in with good intentions anyway. No, go ahead, Fatty. You got it. Go ahead.
Well, you are doing something I call minority report. You are arresting people before they do things, right? Tommy actually did Tommy actually did things to RogueC. He sent her a number. He put her on a crazy thumbnail, calling her names and all that. Let me explain you what the analogy of the undercover cop means, right?
Okay,
If you are driving and somebody cuts you off, a civilian, and takes a gun and points at you, are you shooting back?
you should be able to shoot back in that case, though. I get you on that. I got you.
No, are you shooting back? Yes, right?
You should shoot back, yeah.
Okay. What if that person was in a police car dressed as a police officer? Would you shoot back?
You can shoot back if he just.
But you won't, right? Because he's a police officer.
Yeah, go
Yes,
ahead.
because he's a police officer.
Okay,
What I'm telling you is this. I think y'all know or think that people know about y'all's self and y'all's story. A lot of people have no idea. They come from different environments. They don't know nothing about RogueC and the drama and all these things, right? So when you are in public dealing with civilians, what I do to my channel is y'all going crazy at Melanin. Remember, Melanin is the host, so they know she's a cop. Now everybody's identified. Now we don't get gang banging, and then you get in 30 years because you accidentally shoot a cop. This is what y'all didn't do.
Hey,
Y'all let me just get it, and you got it. Y'all had 4 opportunities to identify this person as a cop. Who is this person, RogueC? Co-host. Who is this person, RogueC? Producer.
Fatty, you been
How is that disingenuous?
Let me show you why. Because you act like you gave the example of you didn't know that this was actual a cop and a guy just come and point a gun at you. Go ahead, talk to me, RogueC. Go ahead.
Fatty, your mic is louder than Rue's as well, so you guys
lower my mic, please. Yeah, lower my mic if it's possible. It's fine.
Because I just want to make sure that you can hear each other. How do I lower your mic? Hold on.
Yeah, you go to the settings and you lower my mic on the left.
I'm in good.
You're better, but let me.
I don't want to overtalk him.
No, you're not gonna overtalk. No, you ain't gonna overtalk me. You can't overtalk me on here.
No, Rue. I'm not doing the ego. Like, this is your show. I'm not. If you start talking, I'll mute myself. I muted myself before, true. Right? What? Once again, what I'm saying is.
No, let me finish what I'm saying, real fast. I got you.
Oh, you were saying something? Okay.
Yeah, I was saying something. Here you go. So look. So when it comes down to the whole undercover cop, I did not automatically come and point a gun at Ali just for the hell of it, dog. That was not the case.
So what did you do?
I understand Ali has a tendency to get going and don't know when to stop, won't let nobody talk, or none of that. And you know that. Now listen, Fat, this could be your boy. Please defend your boy. But when it comes down to you just outright defending something you shouldn't defend, you probably need to back up and say, hold on, man. Ali, you do have a tendency to go places, not knowing where you really are at, and yet try to do what you do on the Untouchables panel, right? And then you don't understand that you might just meet somebody who's going to bring a little resistance towards you. So do not be surprised if you happen to run up on one of these women's panels thinking that she's by herself, and then her man get on your ass about that. That's all. No, Fatty, I need you to acknowledge that, boy. Can you ever go back and tell Ali?
No, that's crazy.
No, listen, Fatty. Here you go, Fatty. Can you ever go tell your boy Ali, the next time you go to a stranger's home, can you announce yourself and introduce yourself to the people first, and then now you'll get clarity on where you at, bro? So therefore now, if you still want to stay, you can stay or you can leave. Can you do that for Ali? Yes or no?
No. Yes, I can. I can say.
Wait.
One second.
No.
Okay.
Can you do it right now on the record? Can you tell Ali right now, hey Ali, when you go into a stranger's home or a place where you ain't never been to, it don't matter if you got cool with the colleague or the person you with at work. If you go to their home, can you go into their home and show respect to their house?
Yes, I'll tell Ali to ask for licenses, registration of everybody on the panel and social security number and a picture, a photo ID, so everybody knows where they're at. Yes.
You actually say, look, brother, so you won't have this issue thinking you can go places.
Yes. Yes.
Hold on, Fatty.
Voter ID.
Hold on,
yes.
Fatty. Hold on, Fatty. Since we get to understand it, so you won't be going places thinking that it's all sweet like that. Ali, make yourself known to the people if you know you don't want nobody to put that gun on you, dog. Just go there.
Yes, yes, the IRS. Yes, I will ask for the IRS, like for social security numbers. Make sure everything is good. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
All right, cool then. So we ain't got no argument. What's the problem?
Yes, let me tell you what the problem is, right?
Go ahead.
You are being overzealous, you are being paranoid, and you are actually getting problems where there's no problems. You still can't tell how Ali actually disrespected her. You please let me finish, please. Let me finish, please. No, let me finish. What you say is this. He likes to do this on the panels. RogueC, can you come up, please? Did Ilkan Ali disrespected you on your panel?
No,
I don't want to ask you now. I don't want to ask you because you clearly, for whatever reason,
no.
I don't know.
Did he disrespect? No. Fatty. You running with something. Fatty. Stop it, Fatty. Here you go, Fatty. Fatty, I acknowledge that Ilkan didn't verbally disrespect.
So what did he do? Explain
I told you. No, Fatty. Here you go, Fatty. I kept saying it 100 times, Fatty. Do you want me to say it again? I want you to repeat
it again, please. Say it again.
All right, I'm gonna say it. I want you to repeat me. All right. He first and foremost, he didn't let it be known up front before she went live that he wanted to come and simulcast, all right?
Oh, so my God, he said it on the chat.
I'm about to run it, Fatty. You gotta let me run it though, bro.
Let's do one point at a time.
Hey, look, you gotta have control yourself.
So let's do 1 point at a time. You can do 7 points.
Come up for a second, RogueC, and put him in the back. He playing. I don't want to play with him.
Hey, you know what? You guys have a nice day. You are crazy.
And if I tell you what it is, I want to say it 100 times. I want to say it 100 times though. The disrespect was not when he came on the panel and his verbal talk to me.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Please, I'm really just trying to let men handle this. Can you and Fatty please have a conversation?
But Fatty can't run with the narrative and run somewhere else. He know I play. He don't know me. No. My bad. You guys, y'all don't know me. My bad. All right. How y'all doing? My name is Rue, whatever you want to call, right? Rooski up, whatever you want to call, right? Russ. All right. So here it go. I'm going to say this shit. However many more times I'm going to say it. The disrespect Ilkan Ali was not when you was on the panel and when you was talking. That is not the disrespect. Please leave that part out of it. Do not stay focused on that and you negate what I said the disrespect was. The disrespect was you have had many a times to reach out to RogueC before she go live to let it be known for the fact, Ali, you and Fatty have been burned so many times in the space, right?
Hold on.
One would believe. Hold on, Rogue.
Hold on 1 second. Come on, Fatty. I'm gonna let you back up, but come on, please.
Hold on.
Because I don't need other content creators being, sent in here, please.
So here you go. The whole thing is this though. You had your time to let it be known you might want to come over. She's been going live for a while. Since last October, as a matter of fact. But she's been dealing with you guys since May. You've had your time to reach out like Fatty do. Fatty always hitting you up with a link asking you, can you come on? Am I right? Yes or no? Oh, you on mute. My bad. You on mute, Rogue. All right, she on mute. So Fatty always reaching out to RogueC asking, can she come up? He's always reaching out to her.
I'm sorry, I stepped away real quick. What did you say?
No, I just want to know. I just want to make sure. Don't Fatty always reach out to you and let you know days in advance that he might want you to come up for a panel?
Yes, we did establish that.
Okay, then. So that's what I'm saying. So in the case of Ali, what stopped Ali from reaching out to RogueC via Discord or Instagram? Because he did it during her live stream. The issue is while she's live, you hitting her up out the blue, right? Could have been did that, right? On some professional type stuff, right? You didn't do that. Now, all of a sudden, here we go. You come into the chat. You hitting up on IG. And then now when you come on the panel, this your first time on her panel, and instead of you being a gentleman, no, you felt that you and RogueC gonna continue what y'all would do like on other panels, and you not respecting that. Hey man, I'm in her house now. So me just knowing how things go, whether you told me the rules or not, I should always just kind of understand there will be rules though, man. I shouldn't think that because I see a pretty woman, I'm gonna make a beeline to her and try to take over and try to goddamn run it, and it's gonna be no resistance. That's
According
the
to the space,
disrespect right
I
there.
am ugly. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay, all right.
According to the space, I'm ugly.
If anybody, look, I give you $100. I give anybody $1,000 right now if you can truly say RogueC is ugly. Anybody 1,000 right now? If anybody can come up here and say RogueC is ugly, she trash or anything, I give you 1,000 right now if you really believe that.
I just wanted to ask because I think the show is kind of going back in circles.
It's going back in circles. No, it's going back in circles.
Hold on, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Can you and Fatty just have the conversation? Because after you guys have, or we can do it in the back. If Fatty is cool with that, I don't want this to be on my channel like this.
Sweetheart, baby, I'm explaining it just for the record because he did it publicly yesterday. He didn't want to do it in the back. We could have did it in the back yesterday. He went live, and he went live like he as if he's trying to take up for Ali instead of him just saying, "Look, Ali do be doing a little too much," but he pick and choose when he wanted to call out Ali for being wrong, which is simply. But you know, he tend to ask personal, or he'll come with a personal question, and then he'll go with a general statement. That's where he made a mistake, stuff like that, right? Okay, then. So why can't you call out?
I was saying because y'all are trying to make it seem like we're saying that the gentlemen are interested. Everyone's trying to say, you know, thank you for those who think I'm pretty. There has been rumors saying I'm ugly, so I'm just letting it be known. I'm just regular. Man. We know that's not the case. So I understand what you're trying to say for the record. Is he allowed to come up and you have the conversation?
So hold on. I'm gonna get it out. So we can have the conversation. Here you go. I'm gonna get it out. So here you
Fatty,
go.
1 second.
So is it simply like he want to know what Ali disrespected? I need Fatty to stand on what I'm saying. Robin M, everybody saying, I've said it 100 times already. The disrespect was not him on the panel and him talking. The disrespect was him coming to a new territory without warning, first and foremost, right? Cool. But since you came over, and even if he want to say, well, Ro, how many times you told us can we come through? Yes. Still, you have to follow rules though when you come through. So now you coming through, and you not asking the questions on who's gonna be over there. Do you have a man? Do you have dogs, pit bulls? Do you have anything? Shotgun? What do you got over there around you for when I come through? Just because I've been burned so many times, I don't want to get burned again. And I don't think you would burn me, but I do have to give this disclaimer because I'm in a position to where I can't take them risks and chances, right? Okay then. So now he come through. Now he gives RogueC a chance to tell him, yes, I got this guy named Rue. He's like the co-host, but he's my man though, and this is his territory though. So therefore, you got to respect him when he come. You got to respect him. He gonna regulate, but he not gonna be getting in the conversation like that. But he's gonna check shit though if he got to. All right then. So that's what he failed to do. He didn't let it be known he wanted to come in advance. He just popped up, and then when he popped up, he didn't introduce himself for why he was so wanting to know why RogueC didn't say she got a man. Well, nigga, you came into this territory. It was for you to ask those questions or tread lightly because you're supposed to be just a respectful individual anyway. You're supposed to be just respectful of people things anyway, to where whether a person tell you they got a man or not, if you don't have bad intentions, you come in respectful regardless. That's it. So he did not come in respectful in that regard. Then when me and him started having our back and forth, when I was trying to talk to him and tell him, hold on for a second, he felt the need that he wanted to speak back to me instead of shutting the hell up. So that's why I told him to shut the F up when I'm talking. See, he would have knew all that if he would have came in and said, is there anything I need to be worried about? Is there anything I need to respect? Is there anything you got going on that could put me in harm? I don't want to be tapped. I don't want to be jumped on. I'm coming in good faith. And he would have knew exactly, hey, don't mess with Rue when you over there. And when Rue jump in on something, Rue is telling you to be quiet. Rue's mean for you to be quiet. Don't you think you finna run through nothing over here? He's gonna get the order. He's gonna get it right back on topic, and then he's gonna get out the way. And then Ali and Rogue and Mo Love and anybody else could have had their little back and forth and had a good time, and we would not be here right now as we speak. Come on, let Fatty back up, RogueC. If he's still in the back.
He is.
All right,
thank you, Fatty, for your patience. But hold on, mods. If anyone, I'm not in the vertical. Can y'all please? I don't know why y'all feel the need to reduce to this type of conversation. You don't need to talk about anybody respectfully, because I'm not gonna let it be said that anything about this man. I'm not gonna let it be said anything about Fatty. I'm not gonna let it be said.
You're being allowed. It's fine.
Well, Fatty,
Y'all can insult me. It's all you want. It's fine. It's totally fine.
listen,
No,
when it
it's
comes
fine.
down,
It's fine.
when
It's
it
fine.
comes
Hold
down
on for a second.
to all
Go
this,
ahead.
I'm gonna let these gentlemen squash it. They're men. They will do what they do as men. But as it comes down to mine, I don't respect that, because I'm sure if it was your wife and it was your husband, y'all wouldn't be one to say any and everything about them. So I'm gonna need y'all to respect that. Now, if it comes down to a coworker or a friend, I also feel like y'all will stand on the same business. Right now, these men are just hashing it out as men do. If you don't like it,
Yo,
y'all can come back to the next show.
I actually have something to tell you, RogueC, right? It's a question. It's a question in a statement, right? Have you ever known an open panel in this space where people have to announce, just like Rui is asking? Have you ever saw an open panel from the Fight Club people, from the Latif people, from the Anton people, from the these might be risky, untouchables, blackout, whatever? Have you ever saw a panel where there's a link? People click the link and people have to warn people in advance. Hey, I'm going to come in 3 minutes, and my name is Ferry from the Black House. I'm the vice president, and I'm here to declare I'm coming to this open panel. Have you ever heard this before?
The reason why it's different, Fatty, is because here at Lover Girl Confessions, I am trying to kind of start something. I'm not a Fight Club channel. I'm not a Anton Daniels, Lapeef. I came in with a whole different crowd. And the channel that I know I'm in the space, I know how hypocritical it sounds, but the channel that I am trying to create now, because I've been in the space, I know how things are, and I've seen it. I'm very disappointed of how this space moves. I'm trying to bring back some form of decorum. I'm trying to bring back some form of understanding, protocol, and just, hi, how are you doing? This is Lover Girl Confessions. We're here to just have the conversation. This is not no anti-man. This is not no anti-woman. We're just here to talk about it and really just come down to some type of solution that isn't just scientifically based. That isn't just, oh, well, he's to blame, she's to blame. I'm not doing that here. I want people who still believe in love to come here. And I do think that there is a certain protocol in class that goes with that. Just to answer your question.
Sure. So the answer is no, you never saw it. And the second part
No,
is
I've seen it, but
no.
I'm
The answer is no, you never saw. You didn't see it. Nobody moves like that, but you are different. So
right.
it's your rules. We accept it. The second thing I want to say, and then I'm gone, is you can push the quorum and let your man disrespect people, say shut the fuck up, and all these things. And you are saying that you push the quorum. If your reflection of the brand that you have is the quorum, everybody that's in position of power should push the same brand, because I would agree that you'll probably have some meetings before, and this is the lover goal, everything, all that. So people are going to be more kind and have the quorum. You can have a person moving like this. And again, the last thing, so I can go out, RogueC,
Yes.
don't you dare play victim in 6 months. Don't you dare pull I didn't know we was like that, and go on tell me afterwards after y'all, like, don't you dare.
Not
After, if anything happens between you and him, don't you dare play the victim, because I will remember that. I will remember that. So thank you very much for having. I hope y'all again inviting for your wedding, and I'll be very happy and all these things. I really hope that y'all are successful. My panel is open to RogueC every time she wants to be. I know the rules now, so I will choose if I want to come here back or not. But please, friends, y'all are building something. Don't change up if something happens, okay? Stand on it, and I will be here to see if there's going to be a flip, and it's going to be I'm a victim and I'm a donzo, and this man is a monster, or we're going to actually say, I meant what you said and say what I meant, and I move along. So congratulations to both of y'all, and thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Take care. Yeah.
So just to clarify, I'm not a victim. This man has, I'm sorry, sweetie, you're low. I'm not a victim. Let's clarify that. Known this man for going on 3-4 years now. He is my friend, first and foremost. So that is why I do trust this man in the capacity that I trust him. This is not a relationship. And, I know people are like, RogueC, you don't have to tell your business. You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. I understand that. This is the situation that it is. I do trust this man based off the fact of everything that he and I have been through. I do trust this man based on the fact that when it comes down to RogueC at her worst point, he was the one that saw potential, and he is the one that decided, you know what? I can water this and I can build this woman up into the woman that she wants to be, that she will be happy with when she looks in the mirror. And I need people to strictly understand, I will never judge anybody based off their relationship, but you are more than happy to go ahead and feel whatever you feel. But when it comes down to you and yours, I don't feel that anyone has any right to judge what it is when it's all said and done. I appreciate those who decide to send their prayers, and I appreciate you all. But at the end of the day, Lover Girl Confession is based on trying to build something that is not just, I can prove that you're wrong, I can prove that you're right. Lover Girl Confessions is strictly that. We are lovers. Things happen in love. Good, bad, right, wrong. And when it comes down to the learning experience of love, it is not something that you should be able to be shamed for. It is not something that someone should shame you for, because nobody's perfect. So I appreciate you. If you decide to stick around with Lover Girl Confessions, please do, because there are so many things I'm going to do. Shout out to the Untouchables. Shout out to them for having the conversation. And I hope, as men, we can continue to go ahead and have the men do what they need to do. You know how men are. We always say it, boys will be boys. They're going to box it out, and then next week it's all going to be friendly and fine again, and they're going to catch a beer, shake hands, and dap each other up. Until that moment, though, as a woman, I stand by who I stand by. I appreciate those who give me a chance to show my talents. Outside of that, I appreciate y'all. We're not going to do a poem today because I don't know how much in the lover gang that y'all are feeling. I will be back tomorrow afternoon with a show that is actually going to be something that we can all enjoy and have fun with. I know things are heavy, but sometimes these situations happen. So I appreciate everyone who was in the building, who hit the like, who is subscribed. If you feel like you need to unsubscribe, I'm sorry, I hate to see you go, but I hope you find what resonates with you. But until then, Lover Gang, I most definitely appreciate y'all as always. Thank you again so much for the love. I hope y'all have a blessed Sunday. Thank you again. Bye, y'all.